Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. Oh, we had ourselves a Nintendo Direct this morning, and my goodness, did it deliver. I am so excited to talk with you all today. It is June 9th, 2026. For me, like I said, all I needed in the Nintendo Direct was one of two games: The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake or a new 3D Mario. Well, we got one of them. And in a way, we've got some 3D Mario content being added to Donkey Kong Bonanza, but we'll talk about that more. But we got The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Folks, the original Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64 was my favorite game of all time for 20 years, 2 decades. It was the inspiration for my The Legend of Zelda themed pool. You know, you watch the video of when I made that pool and what it meant to me, why I made it, etc. It was to celebrate Ocarina of Time. Now, for the year, my whole year is made with two games: Star Fox and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's it. If nothing else came out, 2026 would be totally fine. That's not the case. You know, we got Resident Evil Requiem early on in the year, and we're getting quite a bit more throughout. But just Star Fox and Zelda mean so much that, like, that's all I need. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about all of this. I got the pop-out chat rolling. Let's see who's here and dissect the direct. We've got Artisan James first in the house saying September, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Boom. October, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Boom. November, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Boom. December, The Duskbloods. That is my guess for Nintendo's Q4 lineup. Not bad considering. Not bad at all. That is something special right there. That's an awesome. We need to talk about all the second half of the year. Dude, Nintendo is supporting their console better than any other first party, you know? Just the sheer amount of games, variety, and quality. I love it. Live 77 can't wait to see Shadow Temple and hear the instruments in this game. Oh man. Just how much voice acting will the game have? You know? I don't know yet, but if the voice acting and the little bit of sound that we got is any indication of what's to come, dude, we're in for an audio delight with this game. I wonder though, here's my main thing that I'm curious on. What is the size and scope difference volumetrically of this game compared to the original, you know? The Nintendo 3DS remaster, quasi remake almost, was more or less a repainting of the original, placement per placement. This one you can see, alright, you still have Link sleeping in the bed, but he looks different, not just better graphics, but his attire, what he's on, and the immediate environment around. But will his house be the same size? Will the Kokiri forest, when you exit his house be the same one, just a more dramatic repainting and restructuring of the buildings. So it's more than just a repaint, it's a remodel, it's a full on remake, don't get me wrong. But it's not made larger in volume in every which way. The surface area is relatively, or if not identical, and not expanded like. So it takes longer to go from here to there because there are more things in between. There's a little bit extra vision in more buildings being added to Kakariko Village and stuff like that. Ocarina of Time's Hyrule Field was this big. In this game, will it be this big? Just like 3 times the size. Not Breath of the Wild size, because then it's changing up the game. But those things remain to be seen. But yeah, Nintendo is doing what they did with Star Fox 64 with Ocarina of Time, at least from a graphical standpoint. They are cranking it up. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a high visual fidelity Zelda game. And I have a feeling that at certain points in this game, we're going to get that E3 2011 Wii U tech demo feel, but with new modern graphics, and that's how they're treating this game. Like when we enter the new Temple of Time, even if it's the same size and scope, the amount of detail that's going to be put into it from a re-architecturalizing standpoint, updating the architecture, is going to make it look outstanding. And that's before you get into extra lighting and shadow effects. It's going to be amazing. Star Fox demo is up. Heck yeah. I actually should go download it now too while we're talking. Duskblood's closed test. How do I get in? Yeah, that was a little bit of an oddity there. Still coming 2026, but they didn't release a date, nor a month or a quarter. Gotta imagine it's Q4. We're gonna have a playtest of some sort in summer. That's exciting. Hopefully it will be something like previous playtests for ARMS or Splatoon, so that anybody who wants to join in, as long as your account says you're 17 years old and up, because it's going to be a mature game, can access it. Like, I'd like to see that. And that's going to be pretty exciting. Now factor in all the notable third-party games, and there will be plenty to play on Nintendo Switch 2 this holiday. Really good overall. Yeah. Don't forget, there's stuff that we know is coming that didn't even get shown off, like Monster Hunter Wilds is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Resident Evil Veronica is coming over. The new Spyro the Dragon game is making its way over to the system. It's pretty big stuff. Alien Isolation 2, which is looking good, is making its way over. We've got a little peek into 2027. They didn't even show off Deca Police here, or the new Professor Layton game. Mega Man is still on the way in 2027. Nintendo's got a really nice upcoming, 7 months, the last 7 months of the year, because June finishes 6, July starts the next 6, but June is still early. That we've got 6.5 months, okay, of the year left, and these 6.5 months are looking really good. Nintendo was cooking. That's right. Cool Trainer Andrew. Nintendo is cooking. The teasers seem to emphasize storytelling, and I love that. Yeah, Game Center X. Ooh, boy, the hype. The feeling was so strong there. Hi, everybody. I'm playing the Star Fox demo now. Awesome, Jam Powers. Zelda is life. Zelda is love. Ocarina of Time was fire. The Spanglish Gamer, you said it. Honestly, I'm glad they didn't show much. When will they show more, though? Oh man, alive! What a teaser! When will they show more? Oof. Wolong 2. Wow, the Star Fox demo is really short. Superpower Man. Sup, Paul? What's up, Superpower Man? Dang. I mean, I'm still thinking San Diego Comic Con could be where Nintendo shows off the Zelda movie for the first time in terms of trailers. And if they do that, maybe Nintendo piggybacks the following day or the next week with an update to Ocarina of Time. So maybe we're looking at like mid-July. See it? An Ocarina of Time specific Nintendo Direct, middle of July. A week after Comic Con, where Nintendo showed off the Zelda movie trailer, poster, cast, something like that. Then you got the game coming out in 4 months, which would be November. I don't know. T. Fernbach. Evening, Paul and friends. I enjoyed that direct very much, even though my offspring was yelling constantly in my face. Very excited for what's to come. Oh. Kingdom Hearts 4, I think, was the biggest surprise. Didn't see that coming. Wow. So they gave us all of the Kingdom Hearts games up to that point, you know? They did all of the stuff previously on Nintendo Switch that was just cloud-based. And we're like, now you've got this full, real release. And if you had the cloud version, those save files translate over. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But then getting Kingdom Hearts 4 and knowing that it will be available alongside any other platform, simultaneous release, is going all in. Square Enix has come into play. Capcom has come into play. They have been. They have been playing. They've been supporting, from the beginning. Super cool to see. Final Fantasy. That 2D HD Final Fantasy. Oh, geez. The subtitle is slipping me at the moment. What was the subtitle called again? That looked good. That was pretty cool. Oh, Final Fantasy. What were you called? Resonance. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Final Fantasy Resonance. Good style. I like that 2D HD look. I think it's pretty cool. We've seen Square Enix, use it with several games now. This one having this tie into some past Final Fantasy characters that you get to utilize, bring into your party. Pretty cool. Seeing Cloud Strife there. Zelda Direct next, maybe Live Life. Reinhard, Ocarina of Time looks amazing. Yeah, it does. The Nintendo Direct was awesome AF. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. You've got games coming for Nintendo Switch, not alienating the 157 million install base there. Kicking things off with Rhythm Heaven Groove. Comes out next month. Boom. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Boom. You got a deeper look at Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. We knew about it, but we got to see more. Cool. We're celebrating Donkey Kong Bonanza with some Super Mario Bros. 40th Anniversary crossover collab going on over the next few months. Pokemon Pokopia. Hot new game, free DLC, plus some paid DLC. Another alternate Donkey Kong related thing that's going on for the next few months on NSO. Cool. Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 all getting definitive editions for Nintendo Switch 2. Great. Onimusha, new one. Way of the Sword. Looks so good. And ever since I saw it in person at the Summer Game Fest show back in 2025, I was hoping, please let this one come to Nintendo Switch 2. We haven't had that confirmation till now. Looks terrific. Stellar Blade coming over. Heck yeah. Metaphor Refantasio coming over. Excellent. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Also, cool. Unexpected. Well, I shouldn't say unexpected. We heard rumors about it. It was thought that it might happen, but for it to just show up, pretty cool too. Dragon's Dogma 2, another one, nice. Final Fantasy Resonance, we talked about earlier. A lot of people were happy about it. Kingdom Hearts, plus Kingdom Hearts 4, sweet. Finishing off with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Not to mention earlier, getting told, hey, Star Fox demo out now. Oh, by the way, the Duskbloods, yep, still coming this year. And also getting a test trial of sorts this summer. Awesome. Like, how does anybody look at that and say that was anything but awesome? Did it have heavy hitter after heavy hitter after heavy hitter? No, it wasn't like, hey, here's a 3D Mario and here's an Ocarina of Time remake, and oh, by the way, here's a new Punch-Out and here's a new F-Zero. Oh yeah, and also we're porting over Kid Icarus. Oh, and by the way, here's a teaser for Splatoon 4, and also, like, come on, but like, generations take time to build. You're looking at the barely 1 year mark that we just passed a few days ago for Nintendo Switch 2. And how many games are available for it from both Nintendo and third parties? There's no shortage of excellence. All within the first year, you have anything from Mario Kart World to Donkey Kong Bonanza to Hades 2 to Resident Evil Requiem, Pokemon Pokopia, and Star Fox just barely coming out after the first year mark, kicking off year 2. Excellent. Looks awesome. IGN has a preview of it. JM Powers, I'm upset they didn't announce a new Punch-Out. I wouldn't be surprised if Punch-Out comes out eventually. I don't think Nintendo's going to abandon it forever. I think they'll find a way how to bring it back, and they'll bring it back good. Tabby Cat Games. Hey, Paul and chat. Today has been super hype. That's right. That's right. It has been super hype. Oh, wow. The announcements we got, they delivered. The Cringe Prophet. How hype was today's Direct? Man, banger after banger coming to Switch 2. Also, hello, PGN in chat. Hello, hello. Dragon's Dogma 2 with new expansion. Edwin4504 says, overall good showcase. Yeah. The Cringe Prophet saying the DD2 expansion being revealed in a Nintendo Direct was not on my bingo card. Yeah. How the heck did Nintendo rock this hard? Ocarina of Time coming out within months. Yeah. And no gameplay yet this is how much hype they're generating now. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes just the little sprinkle gets you stoked for what's next. Could they have like a 20 million views video right now on their hands if they showed off this beautiful 2-minute trailer going through like the opening of the game, having a boss battle, showing a a teleport from here to there, this transition into adult Link, a voice acting clip, some new exciting moment that like, oh my gosh, where is that area? Wow, that looks way further explored than what I thought. Oh wow, 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 and yeah, they could have done something like that, and they'd have themselves a 20 million trailer right now. But what can we get from the fans and from the people watching around the world with just the fact that it's happening? Here's the logo. It's happening this year. Let's give you a little voice acting work of the overview of the world, and let's show you a little bit of Link, and that's it. Something minimal, but what kind of impact will that have? Will this still be a 7 million generating video? And will the hype intensify because people are begging to see more? Well, the next time it happens, now people know about it, and now people are thrilled even more so to see it because they didn't get to see much in the beginning. It's an interesting take. They could have truly just blown out of the water this amazing reveal. They went with a little bit of a softer approach, but still hit a little bit of a different feeling, and that was like an emotional feeling rather than a jaw-dropping awesome feeling, you know? Different types of good. But Nintendo knows what they're doing. More often than not, they hit hard. Don't get me wrong, I'm over the top hyped about Ocarina of Time. I'm just frustrated about the lack of gameplay in the trailer. It'll come though. I mean, check it out. The game's going to come out in 5 months. Do you realize that? Even if they did something really weird and didn't show off any commercial, no video game magazine coverage, no internet coverage, didn't invite any media out to play it, just they announced today the game's coming out November 12th, right? Something like that. And they said on November 11th, that's when media gets it. That's when we're showing it off next. So media gets it one day before, we all get it the 12th. Like, who would care? You know the game's going to be freaking amazing. And then, if anything, you actually get to play the game without having seen anything. So how rare would it be for your eyes in today's world to see something in a game in its entirety for like the first time, right? Because we already see so much of everything already in these trailers, in these breakdowns. Pause, rewind, zoom in, all that stuff. They're not going to do that. But even if they did, you could look at the good of it being, you would be blown away. And for anybody on the fence, well, okay, some reviewers might get it that day before and hammer through it and then put up their review. Like I said, this is not likely. This is just kind of some silly talk, but I'm okay that they didn't show it. I would have loved to see it, but I'm okay with this because I've got it. I've got it in my grasp. It's a reality. The dream is coming true. That's enough for me. Well, the leak killed it. Nintendo wanted it to be a big surprise. Yeah. Now, I thought this was going to happen. That Ocarina of Time remake was going to happen. Kind of starting back a couple of years ago. When we got to the 25th anniversary of the game in 2023, which, kind of goes through 2024's November. You can look at that as like the 1 year launch window of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, right? I thought right around now I could see Nintendo doing it. So I started thinking back in 2023, maybe now's a good time, or 2024, or what if they go 2028, on the next console for the game's 30th anniversary. But geez, the 40th anniversary is coming up. What if it's 2026? So this was in my mind for a while. And then when we got that Deku Tree crossover between Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time style, it really made me think, oh wow, why did they choose to put Ocarina of Time in there? And then they got this Ocarina of Time Lego set of Link and Zelda versus Ganondorf. Huh, or Ganon rather. Why are they doing that? So I thought this is probably going to happen. But it was still a probably, not a confirmed. Even the movie, I was thinking, gosh, if you're going to have some inspiration for the film, even though this is still unconfirmed, I could see Ocarina of Time being kind of a good movie or a kind of a good game as a rough template for some of the inspirations of the film. Let the film be its own thing, but yeah, let Ocarina of Time inspire some of it, perhaps. I'm sure the movie will take elements from multiple Zelda games, though, and some fresh on its own. If, Nate the Hate didn't spoil it, this would have had even greater magnitude. But regardless, this was a huge reveal. This was big. They saved it to the very end. And yeah, dude, it was stunning. Pokemon Fan 34 is here. Hi, Pokemon Fan 34. How's it going? Zamp Cronco, or Zamp Croco, I should say. The Direct has to be a 10 out of 10 for me. At least 80% of the games I want day one. That's another thing. The sheer volume of games. Easy few dozen. I wish I was counting throughout some of these Nintendo Directs I do. I didn't do it this time, but it would have been nice to count. Like, what are we at now? Like 42 or something? I don't know. There was a lot. So when do you think we get Ocarina of Time info? The September Direct or game specific? I think it's a game specific. Gmaze 44. I'm guessing they show off the game. Well, they show off the movie at the San Diego Comic-Con, and a week later they have a Zelda Ocarina of Time specific Nintendo Direct. And then you've got, 4 months from like mid-July to potentially mid-November when it comes out. Yvonne Francois is here. Hi, everyone. Hi, Yvonne. Zamp. Ocarina will for sure get a Nintendo Today announced Direct. Yeah. Jack. Hi, Paul. How are you after the Zelda announcement? I'm good. How are you doing? I've always preferred Mario. That being said, though, I have so much nostalgia for this Zelda game in particular, and I can't wait to play it. Yeah. All I needed was Ocarina of Time or 3D Mario. That's it. And I got one of the two. And I got a little bit of 3D Mario fun in my Donkey Kong Bonanza. So, I'm good. Vegito Fanagus. A Vegito fan, I guess. Ocarina of Time coming to Switch 1. Trust. Whew. Not that it's impossible. It could, but I don't think so. Gamerpunk is in the house. Not Ocarina of Time remake making PGN cry. Oh man, I was watching that. It hit me. The little tears of like emotion, happiness, it actually hit me. It was a pretty cool moment. Pretty cool. The Polytoad Dojo is here also. Welcome to Polytoad Dojo and Gamerpunk. And Sketches of Harmony is here. Sketches of Harmony says, hey, Paul and chat. What a hype day. Best direct ever? Huh. I don't think it was the best direct ever. But then again, I don't know what was the best direct ever. It was a great Nintendo Direct, though. In particular, ending on Ocarina of Time. I think maybe if they kicked it off with Xenoblade Genesis, it would have had a harder intro than Rhythm Heaven Groove. Well, hey, speaking of awesome intros, Roger Enyart 2066 with a big 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Roger. Holy smokes. Pacing wise, on the other comment, I think if they kicked it off a little bit harder, it would have had a little bit of a greater beginning, thus setting a tone earlier on for excitement. And then in between, if Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave had a little bit of a stronger showing, I don't think the trailer did the game as much justice as it should. It was a little bit soft of a display for Fire Emblem. Maybe Nintendo Switch Sports Resort was a little bit long, but fun. Actually, like the thumb wrestling thing was fun. Ending on Zelda was awesome. Kingdom Hearts great. Like there's plenty of greatness, but like maybe I would have put things a little bit differently organized as I was thinking it back in my head after watching it. Yeah. Slightly different positioning, couple of different edits or length to certain things or types of things being shown off. And it could have been a little bit better received. But I think most people online liked it. Actually, I'm going to put up a poll myself too. Gamerpunk showing off that PGN brown belt badge. Looking good there. Member for 2 months. Thank you, Gamerpunk. And Roger Enyart, big thank you for kicking off this stream right. Let me know, what would you like as your color today? Thank you so much, Roger. I gotta read who were the recipients of Roger's awesome donos. According to YouTube, at the close of yesterday, we had 499 members. So Roger just brought us back up to 500. To 509 specifically. All-time high, 680. So it's a little bit below the all-time high of 680, but I'm not complaining, dude. We've got over 500 still, and that's a strong case for approaching the middle of June. Beautiful. Thank you, Roger. Kapoy Sagnawastosiki, Zamp Krako, who's here? Sonic Gamer, Brian Haddon, Relajo777, Double Dead Cat, Mark Burns, Robert Tace, Nivian Acinema, Chris Thorndike, all 10. Way cool. Fire Emblem Physical, $80 confirms that the US simply had a grace period without cartridge tax. It matches the Bonanza prices elsewhere in the world. And I bet you that Walmart will probably do $70 to match the game's digital 70, and then you'll get Best Buy and Amazon matching Walmart 70. So the game for a while in the beginning should be 70 physical in a good amount of places. Then there's the collector's edition. Now, if you want that, hey, you're going to spend more, but most people are willing to spend more for those collector's editions in the first place, right? Xenoblade Dreams Fulfilled. Looks a lot like Fire Emblem in the art style. I was thinking the same thing. Maybe FE is the past of the Xenoblade universe. Maybe. Are the Kingdom Hearts games still cloud games, or will they be physical? No more cloud. These are physical. Mr. Chicken Lad is back. Hello, hello. Carlton-san. Leaks destroy directs the same way the internet destroyed wrestling. No more mystery. Good analogy there. They delisted the cloud versions, but not sure if the new ones are game key card or not. Good point. I love the DK challenges for all the games and can't wait to see that for the other franchises. Gamerpunk saying, the visuals on Ocarina of Time remake look amazing. I was blown away. Yes, Gamerpunk. Oh, holy smokes. I can't wait to see. Here's the thing. I said it earlier, semi jokingly, semi, hypothetically. Yeah, what if Nintendo decided to go total radio silence on the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake and did not show any of it off at all until the game came out? I was like, boom, here's the game. Media, you get it like a day early. Go ahead and put up the review tomorrow. Yeah, we're not going to be advertising the heck out of this game for the next 4 or 5 months. No, it's just going to come out and you're all going to experience it for the first time. It'd be really weird, but you know what? I wouldn't mind these eyes seeing the whole world fresh first time, not seeing a single trailer, because I know this is an amazing game. I know that this is a remake based off of what was my favorite game of all time for 20 years before finally getting replaced by The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know? So, like Star Fox, I don't need to see any of these other stages. Like, let me experience the stages for the first time again in this new visual without being shown off what does it look like. I don't need it yet. I don't need it necessarily. That being said, every time Nintendo shows off Ocarina of Time from here till launch, dude, I'm going to be watching through it and combing over it. But I wouldn't mind, not. That was one of the cool things about games back then. You were surprised when you entered new areas completely because you didn't see a lot of stuff ahead of time. Michael, let's Scoop on Street Fighter Amiibo are $5 at Best Buy. Those are good prices. That's a good price. Matcha Man. I teared up too. The music with the choir gave me goosebumps and feels. I'm so ready for it. Yeah, Matcha Man, you said it. Jimmy Rex Walker. Question about Ocarina of Time. It looks like Link is a little kid in what we saw. I've not played the game. That said, is Link particularly young in Ocarina? Good question. He starts off at 10. No spoiler, but he is also like a 17-year-old in the game too. I got Luke for 10 and Sidon from Tears of the Kingdom. Awesome. So what's going to win Game of the Year, Zelda or GTA 6? It'll depend on the reviewer. Some outlets will say Grand Theft Auto 6 just gives you hundreds of hours of entertainment with dozens and dozens of songs and music and gameplay variety with thousands of lines of voice acting from hundreds of voice actors and lots to play and do and see, and the sheer value is there and it's high quality, and you could shoot and you could drive and it feels tight and it looks stunning. All compelling reasons for why it probably will be a lot of people's Game of the Year. Then you've got The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, a remake of one of people's favorite games the industry has ever seen, a game that is on a lot of people's lists as the highest rated game of all time. With already a known beautiful story, seemingly made more grand, great stages that are going to look even better, an amazing soundtrack that's now going to be just brought to life more with orchestral themes, perhaps an expansion in the area that we could explore, refined combat, new surprises, extra challenges, unexpected twists and turns, different area to check out, stunning visuals, great particle effects left and right, deeper story with voice acting to complement it, new mechanics with archery and maybe some new, gameplay elements added to Link's magic, being able to evolve it. And then there's the mystery of, can you play as Sheik in between? All of that is also stunning to hear, in which some of those things I'm sure will be in it. Some of them is more speculative based, but yeah, those are compelling reasons also for why it could be for many Game of the Year. Roger and your 2066 saying hype Nintendo Direct. You said it, Roger. Chungnam Style 818. Switch 2 is cooking the second half of 2026. Too bad it was Switch 2 Sports ports of Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, Bayonetta Trilogy, Hitman Trilogy, Ninja Gaiden 4, Robocop, Rogue City, Dead Rising, DX Remastered. They needed Luigi's Mansion 4. Michael S. Gutmann. I think that's going to come eventually. Gamerpunk again saying, hey everyone, welcoming people in. Thank you, Gamerpunk. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Trying to read fast and not skip anybody. There's going to be so much discourse from everything shown today. Can't keep up with it all. To be fair, I'm pretty hyped for Rhythm Heaven, but it's kind of niche. Ocarina of Time could have made it the best as a surprise, so in that respect, it's hard to say. Another year, another No Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. I'm sure they're both going to come, just the matter of when. What if the versions that we eventually get of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which, by the way, Wind Waker's on GameCube NSO, but what if the versions we get are no longer the Wii U ones, and it's like, well, more time has passed from the Wii U ones to now than the original ones to the Wii U ones, so we got to go more ambitious. And they do something like this, like Ocarina of Time, but in some years. We'll see. Astral Chain would have been a juicy one. Astral Chain would be nice. Oh, but we got Devil May Cry 5. Anyone who likes Bayonetta 1, 2, 3, check out Devil May Cry 5. Matcha Man, I loved your reaction to the Ocarina of Time trailer. I was right there with you crying. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. I'm so tired from not sleeping well last night. Too much hype. Yeah, I woke up a couple of times in the beginning of the day like, I'm too excited thinking about stuff. And like, go back to sleep. Nope. I barely made it to being able to watch live. Like, I didn't know, am I going to be able to watch live? Or is this going to be, okay, don't spoil anything. I'm going to watch it when I come back from dropping off my kids off at school or something like that. Like, no, I got to watch it live, barely. And then I was able to do something. So I did my stuff beforehand. I got to watch it live, and then I had to go do my things, and then got to come back now for a PGN live. So I barely made it all happen. That means I did not get to stream with anybody. So, we'll do some catch up. Because I got asked by several folks, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it live myself, and barely made it, but I'm happy I did. I'm just happy it was a good direct. I'm seeing a lot of people happy. Oh, I got to put up a poll. Should we go letter grade style, or let's see. How do you rate this morning's Nintendo Direct? All right, we're going to go with 8 to 10 category. Like, you liked it. You thought it was great to amazing. We're going to go with 6 to 7.9. Like, above average to really good. Okay, yeah, that's about right. Then we'll go with I guess 4 to 5.9. You thought it was just subpar, mediocre, Then I'm sorry. You got a problem if you're one of these people that is in the 1 to 3.9. I don't know. No offense. I don't see anybody doing 1 to 3.9. That means you thought it was bad. Yeah. I mean, to each their own. But if you thought it was a 1 to 3.9, I need to hear why. AJ Rex 045. How about you click the pinned comment and see for yourself? Yes, AJ Rex. Yes. Let me see. I gotta do some more comments. Imagine if Nintendo releases Zelda the same month as GTA 6. I think it will. I think it's gonna be a November game. Charlie Smith, hello, Paul. How's everybody doing today? Great, Charlie Smith. Pokemon Fan 34 saying hi, all. Hi, Pokemon Fan. Matcha Man, processing what I just saw in the direct. A plus for me. Absolutely. Yeah, and the UK retailers have always been good with physical discounts. I'd assume they're going to be game keycard. Folks welcoming Gamerpunk in, right on. Jack, Ocarina of Time. Looks like the first next gen looking Switch 2 game since Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World. That's why I don't watch movie trailers. Yeah. Why are people mad? I hope nobody's mad, Pokemon fan. Nothing to be mad about. I like the new Spider-Man. I won't watch the trailer, or at least try not to. Yeah, I know what you mean, Carlton-san. The next direct should be Ocarina of Time. I think it will be. People don't step outside of their immediate frame of perspective or their references. Yeah, true. Zamp Croco, I've never played Ocarina of Time and plan on taking a week off to play it. You're going to have yourself a good time. Did the guy talking about the Thumb War game look a bit sad? Yeah, Chuckster, he lost. But I think it was fine. Corey Bohm, PGN, this direct feels like it intentionally left enough room for a September direct featuring Ocarina of Time and early 2027 games. Yeah, I could see that. Because Nintendo only showed off, I say only, but they gave us 3 new games. Xenoblade, Genesis, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I think that's why for some people, maybe it didn't hit as hard. Because, yeah, they're looking forward to Splatoon Raiders, they're looking forward to the Duskbloods, which didn't get shown off much, they're looking forward to Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, and they're looking forward to Rhythm Heaven Groove, and they thought that Donkey Kong Bonanza was cool, right? But beyond new Zelda, new Xenoblade, and new Nintendo Switch Sports, probably some are like, Switch Sports feels like that's from the past, so I just got Zelda and Xenoblade. And in regards to Zelda, that's technically a remake of an old game. So I think some people are like, dude, they showed off one game, Xenoblade Genesis. But what about Kingdom Hearts 4? We already knew about it. Yeah, but you didn't know it was coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Doesn't matter, I already knew about it. But what about Stellar Blade? Already came out. Did you buy it? No, but I don't care about it either. Well, how do you know if you didn't play it? Because it's not my kind of game. But do you like Bayonetta? Yeah. They're different, but comparable enough that you might like it? Nope, not going to try it. So I think some people were like, Nintendo's past heavy hitter franchises didn't show up as much as some people wanted. Like, where was my F-Zero, my Punch-Out, my Golden Sun, my Kid Icarus, my Nintendo GameCube Online, Nintendo 64 updates, which those same people that would want the updates to the NSO games, you would think, well, they would be happy with certain ports of other titles because clearly they like older games. But, there's always going to be someone that complains because it didn't have something for them. It didn't have enough of what they want. I would just say the weird thing is Duskblood's not getting a proper trailer with a release date. Kind of odd. Could have made a little bit of a bigger splash. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave looks great, but I don't think the trailer presentation was the best on it. And Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, maybe a tad bit too long, but still had humor. But I don't know, could have been shrunken slightly. But overall, great Nintendo Direct. But yeah, I think there's some room for September because I do think that Mario Kart World, sooner than later, will get free or paid DLC. Maybe that'll be announced solo via some type of individual Mario Kart World Direct update or just an announcement on X, social media platforms. Or it'll be saved till the September Direct. We'll see. I wish we saw gameplay for Duskbloods and Zelda. Seems like they want to create moments of discourse without dilution of any more GTA reveals, kind of like Star Fox reveal. Good Direct, though. I like Chomp. You know, it could be, hey, we could have ourselves a 20 million viewed Ocarina of Time trailer right now with this grand epic scene and Link and gameplay footage and hammering Volvagia in the head with the Megaton Hammer, Gigaton Hammer, and like all this dope stuff. And sync. And awesome. But they're going to have that later. For now, they can get like several million views out of this one and feed into the hype for the next one. Get people talking now, satisfy them later. Get the same kind of generative excitement 2 times over, you know? So I don't know. I like the idea of San Diego Comic-Con, Zelda movie reveal, 1 week later, Zelda Ocarina of Time Direct. You're looking mid-July, and then that's 4 months until the game comes out. Maybe the game comes out November 12th. Maybe it's the 19th. You got the 26th. But I don't know, do you want to release it that late? How about November 5th? I think November 5th is the first Thursday of the month, if I'm not mistaken. The 26th is Thanksgiving. Yeah, probably not going to come out on Thanksgiving. Not that the whole world celebrates the day, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I like the 19th. I know that's GTA 6 day, but I like the 19th. Dang. We'll see. I can't wait for the Ocarina of Time Remake Direct. 1000% going to be a Direct. What if they add some cool new things to Ocarina? I think so. Joycey J69, Ocarina of Time Remake is real. Ah! Nintendo's not doomed this week. Ah! You got that right. Ocarina of Time Remake Direct was 10 years ago. It's just unlisted. Oh. Lion Star Lion, the Direct was really good. Yep. Please hit that like button if you haven't. Thank you, Carlton Son, for that. Charlie, I think Ocarina of Time Remake will probably release in December. Interesting. Maybe. RoboCop Rogue City. Would like to see that come to Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah. LOL, a Direct to the Past. Pokemon Pokopia got DLC. True. Free and paid. Astral Chain was so good. I just can't beat the last boss. Yeah, Astral Chain was really good. It's an awesome game. Pokemon fan, you're happy. I'm glad. Carlton San, it will come out on November 19th. The original came out on November 21st of 1998, and the 19th is a Thursday. Yep. My wallet is going to be in traction. Will the first run come on a gold cartridge? I hope so, Game Center X. It's going to be a small gold cartridge, but yeah, give me a gold cartridge and make that box shiny. Make that box shiny gold reflective, dude. Oh, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. Friends, kids got to go nuts for Kingdom Hearts 4. If there's a single game that can compete with GTA, it's freaking Ocarina of Time. 6, 7, haha. I don't think they're releasing in November, but that's my opinion. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Today's Nintendo Direct triggered me to get a Switch 2. Heck yeah, Chungnam style. Why can't we select 15 plus? If it had Raiders, what more do people need? Yep, that was looking good. Everybody better download the Star Fox demo today. Do a barrel roll. If you've never played Star Fox before, you go get that demo. Go get the demo. What are you waiting for? You know what? I'm gonna get the demo now. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta get the demo. we're talking about all this demo stuff, I gotta get the demo myself. I am itching to play it. But you could already play it on your Nintendo 64. No. I want to play this. So I'm going to download the demo in a moment. Let's see. What else we got here? I am blasting through comments. Nintendo will grab a chicken and casually fly over GTA. Zelda was a 10 out of 10 announcement. The Direct as a whole, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. They announced a Splatoon Raiders Direct. I'd assume that's the next Direct. True. Let's see. Direct was solid, says Big Time Timmy Jim. Thought it was going to be legendary, which it wasn't, but still very nice announcements. Ocarina of Time, Xenoblade, and lots of third parties. I kind of like the thumb wrestling thing. Yeah, it looks fun. It looks kind of funny. It's also a tell that something more is coming for Switch 1, as they didn't say Rhythm Heaven is Nintendo's last game for Switch 1. No! Rhythm Heaven and Nintendo Switch in general is still getting support, both from Nintendo and third parties, and that's good to see, dude. It's gonna be dope. I wish we could rent games. Man, back in the day, yeah, that was an easier way to play more. True. Wasn't this the first Kingdom Hearts 4 official trailer? We got some footage before, but this is first, like, full-on gameplay footage. Like, let's go. I'm very surprised Rockstar haven't wanted to sell GTA 5 or Red Dead yet on Switch 2. Do they not want more money? It's a little bit odd that Grand Theft Auto 5 didn't, first of all, just come to Nintendo Switch. It passed Switch. Could have come over. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 will come to Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if GTA 4 and 5 will, but you know what? I'll go ahead and say yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say yeah eventually. Direct was a 9 out of 10. Just wish we had gotten to see some Ocarina of Time or Dustblood's gameplay for that perfect 10. Fair enough. 8 out of 10, says Edwin. Had some bangers and had some returners. All in all, good Direct. Note, seems Nintendo is still celebrating 40th, probably till September. True. September Direct is going to be good. Yep, Timothy Spencer. Tabby says, I will never understand not trying one or two of the games that were listed. Lots to check out. Fire Emblem is going to be my hyped game. Yeah. I just want to see... I want to see more of Fire Emblem because I'm stoked for it since they first showed it off. But that trailer, it was a little bit of a softer presentation, I felt, on it. You know? The trailer didn't come out swinging. Cool. Good. But didn't come out swinging. In my opinion. New Final Fantasy, yeah, Sketches of Harmony, look dope. Charlie Smith, has anybody played the Star Fox demo? I'm doing it, I'm downloading it right now. Is there definitely going to be a September Direct? What do you think, Paul? I wouldn't say definitely, but Nintendo will do more stuff before the end of the year. That I could say definitely. They're not going to go the next 7 months, 6.5 months, whatever, without showing off a Direct or a Direct Mini or a partner showcase or individual game directs. We're going to get more stuff, you know? Sketches saying, yeah, Pokopia DLC was a big one. Timothy Spencer saying, oh, chillin' hard with the big dollar holla. Big, thank you. Chillin' hard. Heck yeah. Chillin' hard. Thank you so much for the big dollar dono. Chillin' hard. 169. I really appreciate that. Thank you for adding to the hype. See, today is just a hype day. It's just a hype day. People are happy. People are living it up. Oh, it's so good. Thank you all, by the way. If you haven't already, you don't mind clicking that like button, dropping some hype, leaving a comment on the video in the main pinned section here. I'd appreciate it. For that matter, if y'all want to click the like or hype or comment on any of the videos I put up today, that would be cool. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I gotta update the total. We're at 11 today. By the way, yesterday it was my intention. So yesterday we didn't hit the streak in the stream, but I said I'm not going to use a save file because I had the intention of continuing the stream later in the day. I got too busy. I was not able to do it. So even though yesterday in the first stream we didn't hit the streak, since I said we were going to have another one later in the day and we didn't, to add to it, I'm also not using a save file. I know I said the same thing twice. I just re-clarifying, further expressing it. So we still have one save file left for today, okay? Today is a new stream, though. We are at 11 strong of the Nintendo 64 total. And let me get back to chat. Whew. I think the directs are a reflection of the Nintendo Today app. They just have to whet your appetite for a release and then use the app to advertise a game-focused direct. Nintendo controls their narrative. True. Star Fox demo was great fun. Excellent. Zelda Anniversary celebrated in September. Bring it on. Isaac Lego says, I think it would have been better if we saw gameplay for Zelda and if we saw something for Winds and Waves. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. I could still see Winds and Waves getting some more attention before the end of the year. You know? I think it'll happen. A trailer of some sort. Hello from Greece, says Freddie Mercury. Hello, Freddie Mercury. Aquatoad is playing the demo right now. Sketches of Harmony says, trust Paul's instincts. That's right. I got Pokemon Pokopia DLC. I'm happy. Right on. And yeah, that's right. FYI, Big Time Timmy Jim says, Lies of P will be complete on cartridge. No game card. That's another good one that they showed off today. Very, very true. And Metaphori Fantasio. If I didn't say that one earlier, I think I did. But yeah, game lending is great. Kind of like a rental. But I buy and resell a lot of physicals, so kinds of end up being like a rental. Yeah, Gamefly still exists. Good point to Tappy Cat Games there. Gamefly still does exist. Just, you don't have your mom and pop gaming store anymore, or Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or something like that. But yeah, you can still rent. That's still possible. I'm happy we're getting Kingdom Hearts. Heck yeah, Aaron Cedillo. Mouse mode is a bit tricky if you play inverted normally. It can't invert mouse mode. Let's see. Enjoy Star Fox. Thank you, Sketches. I'm going to go to the shop now, dude. I was so excited to try this out. I'm just imagining how Hyrule Field is going to look. Man, I think it's going to be spectacular. Oh, the cringe prophet. Yeah. Let's just do it.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Ah! Look at that! Look at him! Dude, it gives me the goosebumps. Gives me the chills. Shoot. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is going to be $80 physically. Ouch. You know, Roger Anyard, it might be 80 physically, but I bet you Walmart's going to do $70 to match the digital, in which then Best Buy and Amazon will match Walmart's 70. So I think it'll be okay. And then you've got the special edition, which that's up to people if they want to spend a little bit more. But yeah, I guess the base game, 80, must be a big one then. Must be an ambitious one then. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm excited. I know Joycey was happy, watched her reaction. ELP, can't wait. Charlie Smith, Nintendo just handed out crumbs. I want the whole pie. Glorious. And the music. How is the orchestration going to be? Oh, I'm so hyped to hear how they do the music. I don't mind the short clip knowing it's coming out in 2026. Yeah, probably November, December. Probably 80 MSRP is crazy. I mean, that matches Mario Kart World. Think about it. $60 for Majora's Mask in 2000. Check out inflation in the last 26 years, and I bet you that the minimum wage, inflation, cost in books, music, movies, comics, sporting events, bread, milk, gasoline, electricity for your house, gas for your house, water for your house, sporting events, professional wrestling events, entertainment venues, theater, plays, etc., have gone up more than the equivalent of a $60 game in the year 2000 to an $80 game now. It's a 33% increase that took 26 years to happen. It didn't go up like this, in which you would have been paying more all those 26 years. Instead, it was mostly 60, dropped to 50 for a while, finally went up to 60, and then it hit 70, and then once in a while you're getting 70s or 80s. Still not that bad of a medium for the amount of joy you're going to get. You'll probably get in like 60 hours in Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. So when you compare $80, 4 times the price as a movie ticket, but a movie being 2 hours, so 4 times a movie would give you 8 hours of entertainment. If you were to multiply that, respectively, you're going to get in far more than 4 times the gameplay out of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. So cost equivalent to other medium out there, and cost respective to gaming as a whole and how it hasn't gone up much in the last 26 years, I think $80 is going to be fine. As long as it's a good game. So if it's a garbage game, well then it's not worth it, right? But if it's a good game, I think it's going to be all right. ELP says, and that's if you go to the movies by yourself and don't eat. True. You want to take the family of 4 to Toy Story 5 and watch it, the 4 of you. It's going to be more for a movie that you don't own that you enjoy for 2 hours. Buy yourself a copy of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for whatever it costs. Doesn't matter. 60, 70, 80. That's going to let you play it with all 4 people in your household to own it forever. And I don't even care. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ocarina of Time, I hope it's cartridge. But I don't even care if some new game is cartridge, digital only, or game key card. If it looks awesome, I'm going to play it. There's nothing that's going to stop me from buying or playing a magnificent looking game. Because guess what? One day it's probably all going to be digital. You think I'm going to stop my beloved hobby just because I'm not going to buy digital? No. If I have the chance, yeah, I'll support physical. I like that tangibility. But I'm not going to stop this amazing hobby because it eventually goes digital only, dude, I'm going to be playing games forever. I've got 60 more years in my life to devote to gaming. I'm not stopping for any reason. You know? By the way, you know what? We need some more hype in here. We need some more hype in here because it's Nintendo Direct Day, and I don't want, yeah, I don't want the day to not go without more celebrating. So we're doing 5 gifted memberships right here. Boom. Let me put my name in here. Paul Gale Network. Thank you, PGN, for the 5 megabytes. You're welcome. Let's see. We're going to make Roger's name blue, by the way. Unless Roger says otherwise. Chillin' hard. You let me know if you need me to change up your name. And also, that now brings us up to 16. 1/4 the way to the goal. If this was yesterday's second stream, we would have added yesterday's 40. It's a new stream, though, so, it's new. ELP 3035, Sonic World 100, Cyan Idol, Luigi Cap YT, Key Arasan. All 5 recipients of the gifted memberships. So, hope you enjoy. Oh, and like that, we're now at 514 members. Heck yeah. Oh, my little baby boy has no fairy. So sad, Joycey. If you don't keep it, it holds its value. Short clip for 2026 game, long gameplay clip for 2027 release. Hey Ash. Ash says hi, and the stream has been shared on Twitter. Thank you, Ash. ELP, we are spoiled as gamers. Check the inflation on everything else. Absolutely. Just another Star Fox remake. Welcome, saying, woo, I'm here. Cutting a huge yard with a push mower sucks. Man, you know, you're just going to get buff. You're just going to get buff. Just another Star Fox remake, so it's okay. It's okay. We are lucky games didn't follow other inflationary sectors. Absolutely. And that's if you go to the movies by yourself and don't eat. Oh, yeah, I read that comment earlier. True. Whoa. What's this? Hold on, what's this big greenery in here? Luis Ernesto crushing it. Woo! Luis Ernesto. Holy smokes. Welcome to the stream. And thank you so much, Luis Ernesto, rocking with a massive 20 megabytes of power, bringing it up to 36 total for the day. Huge thank you, Luis Ernesto, 4055. Super cool of you. Thank you very much. I am grateful for that. Big time. That brings us up to 534 on the members. Luis, let me know if you have a particular color that you'd like, something associated with your name. Give you that extra highlight, that extra shout out. I appreciate it. Your 20 generous memberships went to Captain Bacon 35, C00T 47, Santendo Guy 1 Atlas, Zelda Player 85, Questside, Koraidon 785, MH Gaming YouTube, Gamebird Classic, Salmon the Nintendo Fan, Diamond RPG, Zombie King 3571, Mr. Black Texas Made, Zero Samus UK 0, Bobby Taggett 5511, Goomba Slayer 420, Miles the Mac Engineer level 4, Double Chicane 7008, Quarter Rock 4250, My Fate Gold Chain 1404. Huge win. Thank you again, Luis Ernesto. Man, that's awesome right there. Just wanted to bring some direct cheer. Yes, Luis, you brought some hype to the chat. I could feel it. I feel it. I saw some familiar names in there. I saw some new names. I hope people are grateful for that, because I sure am. How many likes do we have in here right now, by the way? We've got to have a decent amount of likes, right? Cheer. No, sheer excitement or cheer. It could have worked either way. Now I know what you mean. Cheer. No, you did it. 38 likes, almost 40 likes in here. Woo! Pokemon Fan 34 saying 39 likes with 32 people watching. Those are some Virtual Boy numbers or Game Boy Advance numbers in terms of bits, right? Uh, Yeah, it's not fair on creators to be forced to deep discount because of limited buyer options. Captain Bacon saying thanks for the membership, Luis. Charlie saying 20, nice. I've seen others compared to the Wii U tech demo. That's right, Joyce J. Like, oh boy, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was saying. So we don't know in terms of like the volume. Is this just going to be okay? Everything is in place of where it was before, but it's not just a layer of paint, it is a recomposing, which I believe at the very least it will be a recomposing, re-architecture constructing of old things in said former locations to replicate, but made anew. So not just a coat of paint, which was more or less 3DS Ocarina of Time over the original, right? But recomposed material everywhere. So at the very least, yeah, you walk into Kakariko Village, it's the same number of places and the same locations, the same distance in between the two, but it looks just like totally revamped, right? At the very least, we're getting that. But, okay, you wake up at Link's house. Is it the same house in terms of size? And when you walk out the same size Kokiri Forest where it takes you this long to get from point A to point B? Or is it stretched out by 3 times? Are there more houses in between? Is it a longer journey to go from, the outskirts of Lake Hylia to Death Mountain or to Hyrule Castle? But at the very least, could you imagine we're going to be able to walk into the Temple of Time and it's going to look not just, pretty HD graphics, nice painting over of stuff. No, it's going to be recomposed. It's going to look more comparable to like the Ocarina of Time or the Zelda Wii U E3 tech demo 2011 just cranked up. But then in terms of like the volume and the space in between and how high the ceilings go and all that stuff, that remains to be seen. How much bigger they're going to make the game or not. Because Star Fox, they went wild, but it's not necessarily bigger. Will Zelda be bigger? There's so much. There's still some unknowns that I can't wait to learn more about. The rest of the world already had DK on this price tier and MKW on the $90 equivalent for physical. I mean, here in the US, MKW was $80. ELP, we are lucky games didn't follow other. Oh, yes, I read that. Collecting games is a personal choice. Nintendo isn't forcing us to keep the games. True. You could always resell Ocarina of Time better be on the cart. Since it's made by Nintendo, developed and published by them, gotta be. Well, we're assuming it's going to be developed by Nintendo. We don't actually know 100%. I need to see more Ocarina of Time remake, but actually does look stylized from what little they showed us. Yeah, dude, it looks good. I'm really hyped, says Ash Gaming, for Splatoon Raiders and the themed Splatfest. Yes, I have 100. I have hundreds of games on PC. Makes no sense to gripe about no physical. Yeah. I need to see more. Oh, and I saw that one. Hold on, I'm catching up. They answer the biggest concerns in 10 seconds. Not Breath of the Wild art style. Not a 3DS upgrade. Nope. Tabby Cat Games saying, go, go, go. Just wanted to bring... Oh, boom, boom. What is the feeling around the likelihood of voices? I think we're getting at voices. I don't think Link will, but I think we'll get voices. Yes. See how they changed the Deku Tree's appearance? Yeah. Huh? Imagine they make the unicorn fountain, maybe. Stretched out. Hyrule Field will be very interesting, yes. I hope King Zora is still... Whip in 4K. That'd be fun. Link looks like he won't be fully voiced. Probably not. Gen Z, what's the big deal about Ocarina of Time remake? Nintendo Ocarina of Time remake 2026. Yeah. Sees Bucci's Wedge is the big deal. I need to see more Zelda to be convinced of anything. I was let down on the reveal. Oh, really? Oh. Well, I hope you end up liking the final thing. I feel the comparable to Ocarina of Time may be the FF7 Archers. Yeah. Hyrule Castletown definitely needs a full revamp. ELP, yep. Ocarina of Time remake will be in our homes in less than 6 months. We are winning. Ah! True. It only had one back ally. One back alley. Yeah. One back alley. They're going to flesh it out. Sketch is saying, I mean, if Mario Kart World released now, it would be on the $90 physical tier, above DK. Maybe, possibly, or they could have done like an 80-70. You never know. That's global tiering. DK is above Yoshi. I wonder if they'll give Navi a voice. For sure we get voices. Think this might be the rollout for it. A Link voice preparation for the movie. What better game to roll with that Ocarina of Time? Oh, you know what? Okay. When does the daily Ocarina of Time countdown start? We gotta find out that... Oh, man. When is Nintendo going to give us the date? Oh, in a way, I'm glad they didn't do like Ocarina of Time release date yet, because I'd be like, oh, geez, am I going to do like a 150-day countdown? No. I wouldn't do like a 150-day countdown. I'll do a monthly until we get to a certain date. That's probably what I would do. Probably, that's what I'd do. Oops, hold on. I did not mean to do that. Get back here. Get back here.
Ghost your ROI worries. Ooh, spend smarter.
Hold on. Things are playing and things are making noises and stuff. Richard Polly, big thank you, Richard Polly, for the jewels. Richard Polly. $16.35. Thank you very much for the stars. I like it. Okay. You know what? I am doing something that I did not anticipate doing today, but I got to do it because I got to run real quick. But I'm going to be back. And I don't want to start a second stream because, dang it, what if the second stream doesn't start today? Because yesterday's, it did not continue. So I'm just doing right now the following. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this is my Nintendo Direct reaction. We are 6 minutes away from the June 9th, and I'll be right back. Maybe some of you will still be here when I come back. Maybe you won't. I'll rewind to the Direct itself beginning. But I'll be back. Here we go. And that way we're not restarting anything. The streak is still up. It's still healthy. It's possible. Etc. Okay? But I'll be back shortly. Let me see. Right now, timestamp in. It's 1:17 my time. And I'll be back soon. If you gotta go, you gotta go. 25 people watching now, though. 41 likes. I shall return. If you're still here, we'll still have some more fun. We still gotta watch more. But at least now you could see what I thought of things as they were happening. But I'll be right back. so much fun. And I believe it's $40 if I'm not mistaken.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
These are funny games.
Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same.
And you know,
rhythm.
even though I was like open with Zelda,
Listen
opening with
carefully to the beat.
a game that's going to be available to
Find your
everyone,
flow, and you'll be able
massive
to
existing
feel the
Nintendo
rhythm.
Switch audience, is smart.
2, 3, 4,
It shows,
now.
hey, we're not abandoning you. We've still got fun stuff coming for you this summer.
2 now. 2, 3 now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games
Nice.
are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with B.A. B.A. And a healing spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Some of these are pretty cool.
Snack.
Those are pretty funny.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends when
It's been a while since we've had a rhythm
Heaven
groove, so
hits the Nintendo Switch system.
I'm looking forward to that.
July 2nd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo.
could we get a new
eShop.
Smash character?
That
I don't
was
know.
Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
Please wait just a little longer for its release. From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
Master the way of the sword.
We've got Onimusha.
Let's see your best then, eh?
Onimusha. Way
Yes!
of the Sword, a new entry in
Yes!
the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto
Heck
Nintendo
yes!
Switch 2. Edo era Kyoto has been
All right,
by
dude.
monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure.
Gosh.
Parry. Deflect.
Wow.
Powerful counterattack Isen.
When Capcom first showed
Master
this
these
off
techniques to
last
strike
year,
down the enemies in your path.
I was like, please
Only
come to
armaments are
Nintendo
also
Switch
at your
2.
disposal to turn the
And
tides
dang,
of
here
battle.
we go. And it looks good.
You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 20th.
Pretty sweet.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
That is great to get. Capcom is supporting good.
Your unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With Always arms at the ready. Take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spellcasting, choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to
Nintendo Switch 2 is just so
in a
capable.
world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2
Man.
Dark Arisen launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th.
Anything else from Capcom?
Otherworldly endeavors await in these games. Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious
Stellar Blade
forces
coming over.
Natiba. Now, join Eve on her mission
Way
to
cool.
save humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat.
Probably
that focuses
its
on
sequel
timing.
will make it over too.
Find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Cool.
Blast off!
Orbitals!
In a 2-player co-op adventure, Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd.
I think a lot of people are going
Pre-orders
to
begin later today
be
on
surprised
Nintendo
with how
eShop.
good it is.
Journey through the glade of dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends.
Rayman
When
Legends
a shadowy
retold.
villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman
This was a good
and
game
his
on Wii
friends
U.
to leap, glide,
Which
and
was
punch
already
their way
solid.
through charming and colorful worlds.
Already looked nice,
Ride dragons across realms.
but
Dive into 4
this
new
upgrade is
musical
pretty
stages
considerable.
and enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Foot using GameShare locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world, brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
that's fun. That's different.
And figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle. They might even be a little unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away, or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff. You can also use
Realistic
mouse controls
world,
or
and then
hang out
these
with friends
very
using cross-platform play.
sphere-like,
After
simple
all,
character that you
spending
control.
quality time together is the best part of a big walk.
Big walk.
Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th. Season the seas. Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew. Cook up recipes with Sanji. Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then serve your customers as you run the restaurant. By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet.
One Piece
Sailing
Grand
onto the
Gourmet,
Nintendo
October.
Switch 2
Okay.
and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Another one coming to both. That's good. Pokemon Pokopia update? Underwater exploration.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update. By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass.
Good to
build
have a free
structures,
update for this
and
because
expand your towns
the game
underwater.
really came out
This free update
and
is scheduled to release in August 2026.
hit an audience.
And
and did
there's
very
more.
well.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
What is this? Okay. Oh wait, that's just that. I thought they were showing a new thing.
Pokemon Pokopia via a free update.
That was just a teaser
DLC.
of something swimming in the ocean.
Next, please take a look at this.
All right, a big one. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate.
Nice.
The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, Blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience. How you spend your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques.
Mm.
By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Gameplay looks good.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the promised one, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
Release date? September 17th. Wow.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be
Cool.
a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, that launches the same day. Please look forward to it. Let's continue
good.
with some more headlines.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles. The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2. After accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action-adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home. You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles. The first part of Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring. The DK Challenge
Ooh.
barrels in.
What is this? What is this?
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2.
Cool.
Limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo
that's fun.
Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch.
Love that DK music.
Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2.
That's pretty neat.
You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario
Whoa.
Brothers is breaking through.
Whoa, what is this?
Enjoy outfits for DK
Whoa.
and Pauline, inspired by Mario.
Whoa,
and
that's
Luigi.
cool.
There are coins,
Oh, I love it.
super mushrooms, question blocks, and more. Experience
Here's our 3D
Roblox
Mario.
as You've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves, with the first wave beginning later today.
Nice.
From the
Huh.
creators of Vampire Survivors,
領域展開
the latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, cast a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead,
About a year
take
later,
down enemies on your own map
Next
to
month
earn
will be a
points.
year later.
Each time
Donkey
you
Kong
earn
Bonanza,
100 points, you can add a rule to your run,
getting some more life
including ones that hinder
breathed
other
into it,
players.
and this
Match
whole other
culminates in
Donkey
head-to-head
Kong
final
event
battle between the
to
top
kind of
two players. Who
refamiliarize
will be the final
more people
survivor?
with DK.
More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen
Free.
series appear. Characters can be unlocked
Up on
just by
NSO
playing.
for
Battle online with
less than
players
3
near
months,
and
a little
far,
bit.
or go it
A little bit
alone
less,
against
but,
computer-controlled opponents.
you know, decent amount of time to, like, hey,
Dominate rivals and rise
check
to
out
the top. Jujutsu Kaisen
little
Rumble
bits and
Survivathon
bops.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
what makes DK fun.
Are you up for the challenge in these games?
Yeah?
Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2
Nintendo's showing that,
this
hey,
fall.
if you buy Nintendo Switch 2, we've got you covered on third parties.
Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P. In a city under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate. Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles. As you
Great one
fight
right
off
here.
hordes of demons and epic bosses. Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 23rd.
That's awesome.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's past. Six
Muramasa
souls
Demon Blade?
to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
We still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him.
Muramasa Demon Blade on Wii was a really good game.
You sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades? Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Nintendo Switch
Hey,
2 editions
sweet!
of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming.
Yes!
All 3 games run at 60 frames per second.
Wow!
With 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD.
Oh
in
man, we
handheld
needed
mode.
this.
In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate. Not only that, but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades to
That's
fight
good.
mercenary squad battles in the second. And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third. There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games. More details will be revealed at a later date.
Cool.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
Three Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting
We're at the
Nintendo
halfway
Switch
point,
2
by the way,
editions.
of the
New features
direct.
will be added to each title, so
26
we hope you'll
minutes
check
in.
them out. And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin.
Oh,
Here are some early moments from the game.
oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, that gave me the full body chills. Oh, ah!
アニマは世界の源であった水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべてが大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだったそして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなくそのものの行動や思いも刻みますこれからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ
Looks pretty big.
なんとなく分かった気がする。
死って人殺しの職業ね。奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
All right. I came back at a good time.
田舎貴族の限界を
Xenoblade Genesis. Oh, I'm feeling this. How's it going, everyone? 39 of you still here. Heck yeah. 41 likes. Let's go. Wow, that's got a lot of characters. A lot of variety. How has the stream been? I'm going to scroll back. What's it called?
兄上行ってまいります。
Gotta catch up to chat. Okay, 39 watching, 44 likes. 6 sons, huh?
人々は死ぬことになった破れた神の恨みもまだ晴らされてはいない
Xenoblade Genesis. Genesis. Okay. Right on. Year 2027. Dude, that's awesome. Good place to pause. Yidis Mingus, you're stoked for Kingdom Hearts 4? Yeah, that's a good one. That was a nice surprise. That's a big deal for Nintendo to get. I mean, from not having mainline Kingdom Hearts games for a long time to all of a sudden having all Kingdom Hearts games on Nintendo Switch, though cloud, to now getting Kingdom Hearts 4 day and date. Great to see. Captain Bacon, welcome back, Paul. Thank you, Captain Bacon, for still being here. Having Hope 5, hi, Paul, welcome back. Thank you, Having Hope 5, and welcome. The Cringe Prophet Pablo is back, that's right. I am so excited for Xenoblade Genesis, buying it day one for sure. Yeah, I agree. Just got through playing the demo a little bit. It's pretty damn good. The Star Fox demo, great to hear, Charlie Smith. Okay, let me scroll back. The next Nintendo Direct is most likely a partner mini Direct in September, right? That could be it. But I think we'll get some game-specific Directs before then, you know? You just have to compare the France/Germany title price for patterns. You'll see what I mean. It's just the cartridge tax was suspended for the US. A countdown is so good. That's true. Richard Pauly says, Zelda, new remake, and Kingdom Hearts 4 for you. Great. Zelda 40th Direct, I think so. Michael S. Gutman, I think we'll get that. ELP says, but we will for sure get another Direct in September and a dedicated Zelda. Yeah. I do believe they are waiting for the GTA date announcement. GTA is coming November 19th. My jewels are almost gone. Well, Richard Pauly, you put them to good use. Thank you very much for distributing them. Super cool of you. Oh. Saving more Zelda for another Direct. When is the Direct speculated to happen? So the Cringe Prophet, I think, see, I said it a few times in chat, but I know people are coming and going. I think we'll get to see the Zelda movie at San Diego Comic-Con. And then I think 1 week later, it might make sense for Nintendo to host their own Zelda Direct, covering a little bit of the movie. And then if they've got any new partnerships with like Croc or Lego or Levi's or Vans or Puma or something like that, do it there. If there's some little NSO Zelda thing, do it there. And Ocarina of Time, like full reveal, do it there. So maybe. Ocarina of Chair, says Sketches of Harmony. Hi Chair, how's it going? Are you excited for Ocarina of Time remake?
Oh, you better believe it. It's one of the goats.
That's right. The Chair of Time. Hi Chair, did you enjoy the Direct?
Yeah, I practically watched it twice. It was getting very emotional in here.
That's true. That's true. I'm going to get back to my backlog. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks, Paul. You're welcome, Sketches.
You're welcome.
Bye, Sketches of Harmony. And then I see when Having Hope 5 came in. I'm one happy girl, says Having Hope 5. Got my Xenoblade and Zelda. Yeah. Two big ones right there. And Having Hope 5, thank you for the 2 jewels. Very cool of you. That's a nice get right there, Having Hope 5 with the 2 jewels. Thank you, Having Hope 5. Hi, Chair. Have you played the Star Fox demo?
Yeah, before this guy did.
Yeah, lucky. Oh shoot, I forgot about the demo. JPM Clark. As someone younger who got into Zelda through Ocarina of Time 3DS, I'm incredibly hyped. I didn't get to enjoy the N64 version as I was born after that era, but I've been playing Zelda games since. That's pretty cool, JM Clark. Hopefully you're still here, by the way. Oh, there's a chance that you might not see this, but I'll still say thank you for being here. And that's cool. Everyone's Zelda journey begins at a little bit of a different time, right? You started with a fine game in Ocarina of Time 3D. Amazing game. Excellent port of it. So for you, that has been a while ago. It's been a good 15 years. But it made you into a Zelda fan, which is awesome. So you're still going to have some nostalgia in here, which is excellent. Super Luigi Daisy says, I'm still hoping for some Zelda sports spin-off that's like Zelda Volleyball or something the Mario ones haven't tackled. Oh, interesting. But yeah, saw the most of the Direct hours ago, and yeah, DK and Pauline with Mario and Luigi hats. That was cool. Chicken Dog, I enjoyed the Nintendo Direct. Glad to hear that. Victor Rodriguez joined in the chat late, but it was a much-needed Direct. I hope you liked it, Victor. I was really happy to see what was announced. Looking forward to Majority FF Resonance. Looks promising, and Xenoblade Chronicles in a Switch 2 version is looking great for me to finally start the series. Oh, it's going to be good. Yeah, it's a great time. It's the best time ever to get into Xenoblade Chronicles now. So true. I'm excited to replay Xenoblade Chronicles 2, says Having Hope 5, on my Switch 2 again, but don't want to wait till July 30th to play it. Victor, the remake for Ocarina of Time looks so amazing. Off the short view of young Link, this is going to be a great way for me to introduce my 5-year-old son to the Legend of Zelda series once it's released. Awesome, Victor. hopefully you're still in the chat to hear this, but you know, my kids have been introduced to different Zelda games, but the first one for them pretty much was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That is what I was playing at that time when one was little and one was, born. Well, both very little, you know what I mean? And since then, they've played a few Zelda games. I got them a 2DS, each of them, and they've got Ocarina of Time on there. So this is going to be something different, though. It's going to be very special. I hope you have a good time with your kiddo. And then I think I am back to being caught up live. Victor says, is Xenoblade a great series? I never owned a copy, but I do want to start somewhere. If you think you're in it for the long haul, I guess start with Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3. And you could enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles X2. Also a great game. Just not that any of the four have a story connected necessarily, like, oh, you better have played this one or you miss out. No, it's not like that. But 1, 2, and 3 do have an overall encompassing arch that gets resolved by the end of 3. No spoilers, okay? If you're like, I think I only want to check out 1. What's the best one? Best one, in my opinion, is 3. But if you think you've got the commitment, the time, then I would say play it in that order of 1, 2, 3. Or, throw X somewhere in there because it's a very different game, but really good too. But it's a good series, a great series. Having Hope 5, My Poor Wallet, Star Fox in a few weeks, then Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3, Ocarina of Time, and Xenoblade Genesis. At least Xenoblade Genesis is 2027, so you don't have to worry about that one for a little while. Ocarina of Time Remake looks more like the Space Roll 2000 footage than 2011 Wii U one, y'all keep saying. Well, that Space World one was closer to being Ocarina of Time Link and Ocarina of Time Ganondorf, whereas Wii U E3 Tech Demo, that one is closer, I guess, to Twilight Princess Link. I think in terms of visual fidelity, how much we see, it's going to be closer to Wii U E3 2011 Tech Demo, but cranked up. Right? Then again, there's not a whole lot of footage to go off of the Space Roll 2000 Zelda demo because it is pretty short. But boy, did it look gorgeous for the time. Still looks good, for that matter. Laker 2020, I think GTA 6 and others are put on notice. Ocarina of Time in town this November. Yeah? I think this Direct is going to sell quite a few Switch 2 systems. I really hope they add to the lore and add extra dungeons. Lore, I could see. Dungeons, I don't know if they'll add more dungeons or just elaborate on the existing ones. Make them bigger, make them new to navigate and different things for the boss. But I could see different sections in Hyrule that don't break up the formula and the overall feeling and experience of the Ocarina of Time map, but like are the dark side of the moon kind of thing. The opposite side of Death Mountain, past Lake Hylia, over the cliff, an ocean sort of area, further into the Gerudo Desert, maybe getting in like, big old light temple. Opposite side or behind Hyrule Castle, getting to explore and doing some knighting, doing some sword play as Link to learn moves. There's different things that they could do like that. Richard Pauly, 1635, with 2 more sparkles in the house. Thank you, Richard Pauly. Boom! That's super cool. Thank you for the sparkles. They look good. Makes no sense. Anyone is scared to release in November because of GTA 6. Since when has competition not been a thing? These companies are only insinuating their games are lackluster, not to release on or around other games. Fair point. To be a little kid about to experience Ocarina of Time Remake for the first time is exciting. Yeah, so true. Happy that Rise of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, we get. Yeah, that's one of the ones that I highlighted. Like, oh, good. We get more Tomb Raider now because that's a great trilogy. Finally coming to Nintendo Switch 2 along with Stellar Blade. Yeah. Buying Tomb Raider as soon as I get home. Nice. Victor saying, yes, Paul, I'm still here. Oh, good. For Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, my son didn't pay much mind to it because he was still a toddler. I took him to Nintendo New York City for his 5th birthday and bought his own Switch 2. Oh, that's a cool memory. That's a cool memory for him. And for you, I'm sure. 5-year-old son, wide-eyed open at Nintendo New York store. Getting his Nintendo Switch 2 there, that's cool. Still Blade, must buy for ones who have not played it. I loved it. New Tomb Raider looks good. Yeah, we're getting the next Tomb Raider games. And that's another thing. Next Tomb Raider, we're getting Spyro the Dragon. We're still getting 007 First Light and Turok. Dude, there's so much stuff on the horizon, man. Like, Nintendo is crushing it. We already know that we're getting Final Fantasy VII Part 3. We know that we're getting, as is confirmed, Resident Evil Veronica next year, I think, right? So much. Call of Duty is coming out this year. Don't forget about Call of Duty. That wasn't here, but that's a big one too. Kingdom Hearts 4 is next year. Excited for Xenoblade 1 to 3 remaster, says Scotty drank the juice. Direct today, Six Flags tomorrow, podcast Friday. Great week. That is a great week. He's been playing every Mario platformer from the Classics collection to every Switch release, so he's been getting his platforming skills together. That's good. Dawood Sadiq, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Christian AVS 10 with Ocarina only. That's how I feel about it. Ocarina of Time was all I needed, and the Direct was done for me. Like, done. Boom. It could have happened at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. The big opener or the big closer. It happened to be the big closer, and absolutely nailed it. Or 3D Mario. I got one of my two that sealed it. So that's a win Direct, in my opinion. Many of you seem to agree. I'm going to close the poll in a moment too, by the way. Black Friday, you could get GTA 6 20% off. Black Friday is like the 27th, probably. That's 8 days after the game comes out. Could it be on sale like that anywhere on Black Friday? Well, maybe. Poetic Gamer ML. So much good stuff. Kingdom Hearts 4 and Xenoblade Genesis stole my breath. Yeah. SS4 Moogle. Hello, Paul. What did you think of the Ocarina of Time video shown at the Direct this morning? I loved it. It was the perfect end to the presentation. For Xenoblade, I was thinking about X, since it's the only physical game, Switch 2 game, I could buy until the first one releases. But I will be committed. Nintendo is my first love. Okay, then, yeah, you're going to experience something really cool with X. Big world. The coolest traversal of any Xenoblade game. I mean, the mechs and the flying and all that, it's dope. Story-wise, character-wise, different team building stuff, those are 3 very different games than 1, 2, 3, but they're great. And the remake is coming out this year, that's right. Falling Apart since 1990, September and October are going to be packed. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to balance my personal life and play all these games. Sony, Nintendo, just take my wallet. True. Kroger and Fred Meyer for you and me. Yeah, Xenoblade 4K 60. Yeah, having Hope 5 since can't wait. Yeah. All right. We're ending the poll. Last chance to put in what you think. How do you rate this morning's Direct? A whopping 68% went 8 to 10 territory. really high remarks. 18% went 6 to 7.9. Only 9% went 4 to 5.9. And 4%, the tiniest fraction, went 1 to 3.9. I'm very interested in the 4% of people who voted 1 to 3.9. I mean, to each their own. It's all good. I can't agree with that, but 4% said it was bad. Awful. That's interesting. That's an interesting take. Bad or awful? That's an interesting take. 4 to 5.9, 9%. Is subpar, mediocre, okay. Okay. Maybe if you were expecting more heavy hitters from like Nintendo's staple of, oh, I didn't get a Punch Out or a Wave Race or a Golden Sun, no Animal Crossing, a Luigi's Mansion, a Smash Brothers. Where's the Splatoon 4? You know, where is my Earthbound, my mother, right? Where's the new 1080? How come they didn't have new GameCube games? There was no DS or Wii added. Where's Conker's Bad Fur Day and 64? Like, okay, people. But could a few of those have helped more? Sure. But I guess those are the people in the 4 to 5.9. But then you got 18%. That's a pretty solid chunk. 6 to 7.9. Liked it. Thought it was, yeah, it was all right to really good. It was all right to really good. But vast majority, 8 to 10. Great to fantastic. 69%. That's powerful. Falling apart. Then people don't play enough games. True, you got to have variety in your life. The day I bought his Switch 2, he was scared the Bowser statue would eat it. The same day I saw the Jumbo DK plush, made the purchase, and walked out with both the system and a huge box over my head. Oh, it's probably a pricey day, but an awesome memory, dude. That's pretty dope. That's cool. That's cute about the Bowser gonna eat his Nintendo Switch 2. That's funny. Oh man, that's fun. Mario Odyssey 2, Richard Polly. I think we'll eventually get that. Tabby Cat Games with the 30 jewels. Cool flower there. Thank you, Tabby Cat Games. Boom. With the 30 jewels. Tabby Cat. Oh. Boom. Games. With the big 30. Thank you, Tabby. Scotty drank the juice. Off the topic, but Gears of War, yeah. E-Day looking good as well, so this fall's gonna make my wallet lighter. Yeah. And we've got Gears of War, Halo Combat Evolved or Campaign Evolved, and Wolverine. Woo! Got some good stuff. Pop Pope. Pretty disappointing direct. Surprised how many said 8 to 10. Yeah, it's a really good direct. Most people liked it. You got 3 new Nintendo games in like 53-minute span. Xenoblade, Nintendo Switch Sports, Ocarina of Time. Demo dropping today for Star Fox. You got Stellar Blade, Tomb Raider, Onimusha 2 confirmation. But you're also seeing an update to Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave and Rhythm Heaven Groove. And you're getting a brand new Final Fantasy that was shown off that looks really cool. And you're getting Pokemon Pokopia with a free DLC and some bonus DLC and Donkey Kong Bonanza and a side Donkey Kong event. Some Mario Luigi action being added in there. Like, that's also cool. Splatoon Raiders update over here. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave update over there. The Dust Bloods didn't get as much as we should have seen probably, but that's a lot of good content. Dozens of titles. Everyone different though. All good. Craig Road, it's June. Can we all calm down? Joycey J69 GG sent some GGs. 10 jewels. Thank you, Joycey. Let me get your name in here. Boom. Joycey J69 with boom. Boom. Get that going. Cool. Thank you, Joycey. 4% want to smash maybe. Yeah. I get it. Koridon, 785, member for 6 months. Thank you, Koridon, for being here. Victor saying, listen, I'm happy with the entire Direct. We are the real Nintendo audience. True. The more diverse you are, the more you probably enjoyed it. Xanarkand, some Final Fantasy in here. I believe the golden font was a good choice. I believe the only Zelda games that are worthy of the golden cartridge/logo are the first Zelda that started it, and then Ocarina of Time. All right. Mako Tokiari. It's been hours, and the Japan Nintendo Direct is still stuck in 30 frames per second. Wow. Falling Apart since 1990. That 1% of people only play Sims and Fortnite. And Fortnite is good. Sims is good too, but you definitely need to play more, I think, to fully enjoy gaming. But such a pricey holiday 2026 season. True. Please don't remind me about Gears of War and Halo. I just got over them not showing up at the Direct. Yeah. FF looked great. That's a must-have, right? That Stellar Blade trailer was surprisingly great for being in early development. While I'm happy Ocarina of Time is happening, it was one of the worst announcements next to Metro Prime 4. Really? You gotta show more of Ocarina. Like they knew it got leaked. So, here's what I'm thinking. By the way, we've got 61 people in here right now. Thank you all for being here. If some of you are new, you can see off to the side. Anyone, and nobody is ever obligated to, but anyone who ever donates to the stream does get their name on the board. And then if we ever get to, which we do, get to $64 in total contributions, I count them as megabytes because that activates an expansion pack. And whenever we have 4 expansion packs unlocked, we do a new community voted video. Those go up on the channel. They're pretty fun. Any stream that does 128, we right away give 10 back to the community, and we roll a $10 eShop card that's randomized and given out to one of the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of you. So if we get to 128 today, we will be doing a $10 eShop gift card live on stream. We'll see. But just letting you know, because there are some people probably new here for the first time, and we do like to give back to the community and have fun around here. But, okay, back to reading. You also might notice, I try to read every chat out loud. Not just the super chats, not just the tagged ones. I try to read it all, but it sometimes takes a little bit. So, for Pop Pope, like I said earlier, they could have had, a 20 million hit trailer with that amount of views, 20 million views to Ocarina of Time today if they made it a grand, spectacular trailer with lots of gameplay and cinema scenes and new footage and boss battle and all that. But they'll probably walk away with a several million viewed video anyways, which will only add to the hype for when it finally does get shown off in its entirety. So you capitalize on like 2 announcements pretty much. You get 2 reveals this way. The fact that it's happening, and then the official debut. Or the grand review. The grand, reveal, I should say. So they're kind of maximizing their time, I think. And maybe they're also capitalizing on the fact that San Diego Comic-Con is in like 5 weeks. Show off the Zelda movie there with a teaser trailer for the first time. And I'm telling you, Nintendo, 1 week later, have a Zelda-specific Direct. With the announcement, the game comes out in 4 months. I think there will be a Direct in October. I think September is Ocarina of Time Direct month. Martinale Gray. Hello, Paul. Hello, Martin. Richard Pauly says, I don't play online. Any system I have. PS5 or Switch 2. Jay, Gears of War, I thought was there. Wasn't it? I thought it got a quick look. Could I have glanced over Gears of War this morning? I don't think so. No way. Did I miss that? Possible. Jeez. That's huge if I missed it. Most likely next direct in September. Pop Pop Pope says, I'm not opposed to my mind being changed, though. The hype for the Ocarina of Time direct will be big. Oh, it sure will be. It sure will be. Let's see what's going on over here on X. We've got a lot of... Oh, wow. We got a lot of activity on this Zelda stuff going on today. No surprise there. Thank you, Ash, again. Ash might be in the stream. It's a big thank you to Ash. What song from Ocarina of Time are you most excited to hear get a remake? So the Bolero of Fire I love from Ocarina of Time. And the Town of the Gerudo, I love that one as well. I've always been a fan of any kind of great fairy fountain music. The Hyrule Field Overworld, Temple of Time, Kokiri Forest. Dude, there's a lot. I don't know. Oh, the Majesty of Goron's... Oh, no, the Majesty of Zora's Domain and the fun beat of Goron City. There's a lot. There's a lot. Ocarina of Time is like one of the best soundtracks ever. AJ Rax 045 is in the house. Woo, AJ Rax. How are you doing this afternoon? What did you like most from this morning? Do you want to watch anything now? Do you want me to scroll to anything? I will. Oh wait, AJ Rax. You were here earlier. You just came back. That's right, because I pointed you in the direction of my Zelda pool jump. Heck yeah. That's right. Song of Storms. Yeah, Having Hope 5. Good one. Lost Woods of Water Temple. Did we hit the streak? No, Pokemon Fan 34. We did not. We're at 36. It's pretty close. It's 18 away. 18 away with the 5 megabyte contribution that I did earlier, but yeah. Elijah Drago 410. So Pokemon Fan 34, we don't have any DLC. No, we don't have any DLC. Oh. Elijah Drago 410. Alright, Paul. What do you think about the Direct? Ooh! I don't think it was the best Nintendo Direct ever, because there weren't too large of an amount of Nintendo IP from their vast history getting shown off. That being said, for the first time, there were 3. Ocarina of Time, you got my favorite game of all time for 20 years getting a remake in a grand proportion. Instant win. Instant win. I gotta give the Direct a total win because of that. A brand new Xenoblade? Absolute win. And Nintendo Switch Sports Resort? Very cool. Even though not like a blockbuster franchise in terms of story and all that stuff, undeniable how fun Wii Sports was when it first came out 20 years ago. And the Wii Sports / Switch Sports series is a fun one. So we got 3 new Nintendo things. But then we had updates with like Pokopia and DK Bonanza. Splatoon Raiders, Star Fox demo dropping now. You know, and I love that. I have it downloaded here. I can't wait to try it out. And Rhythm Heaven Groove. Plus a variety of third-party stuff. And you got your Kingdom Hearts 4. So you got new games coming out that Nintendo Switch 2 will capitalize on. Boom, I'll be there day one. See you soon, Kingdom Hearts 4. But then also games from yesteryear or the right now time frame that it's getting, like Stellar Blade, which is going to probably be gobbled up pretty nicely. Devil May Cry 5! Another good one. Yeah. That's great. Let's see. Super good. David Patterson, 0119. Hello, Paul and chat. Hello, David Patterson. Welcome. David, what did you think of this morning's direct? David, hang on a second. Come on now. We got to get you back to being green. Let's see. We got to get David green. This is going to be random. It might not go there. But I see a regular around here, like David Patterson. Not green. Let me see if it'll land on you. I mean, it'll go to whomever. But Mix XT got it. Well, Mix XT, welcome. That brings our total up, by the way, to 37. So, cool. So, we didn't use a save file yesterday. We had a full-length stream. Also, if we had a second stream later in the day, I would have carried it over. Today is a new day. Today is a pretty long stream. I mean, I don't know how long we've been streaming so far, Pokemon Fan 34. But so it is. Here's what I'm thinking. By the way, it's been a pretty long one. 2 hours and 26 minutes. Yes, I stepped away for 26 minutes, in which what was rolling was my reaction video. But yeah, yesterday was still a regular full-length stream, and today is definitely past a full-length stream. But hopefully you're all having fun. I mean, I feel like we have covered a lot, talked about a lot. Let's see. Wish they dropped the Xenoblade name and started a new, completely separate series. Xeno something, like X something based. I could see that. By the way, we are at 49 likes. Almost 50. Thank y'all. Pokopia free update and paid DLC starting in August is awesome. I'll be getting into it. David Patterson, what did you like most today? Pokemon fan, I just wish they did a GameCube drop and a roadmap for the next set. I don't know about a roadmap anytime soon. I think they're just going to randomly surprise us. Maybe they will in a little bit, some odd days from now. Hey, we hit 50 likes. Let's go. Maybe in a week or two or so, they'll be like, here's the next little wave to come out and show us another 6 titles. Hard to say for sure. You got to imagine that Pokemon Coliseum and Super Mario Sunshine are this summer, right? Devil May Cry 5 is digital, is really cheap in Japan. Nice. Makoto Kari. AJ Rax 045. I'm looking forward to the new Tales game and the FF game. AJ Rax, did the Final Fantasy not look amazing? And you get some classic FF characters that get to come in and be a part of the journey too. Like, that's pretty sweet. Joycey says, Stellar Blade, Devil May Cry, Splatoon Raiders, Ocarina of Time, Final Fantasy, and some other stuff. I have no more monies. That's the thing. Oh, where are the games? Where are the games? Not you, Joycey, but where are the games? Where are the games? Oh, here are all the games. Well, I don't have money to buy the games. I just wanted them to show them. I don't even want to buy them. Man, if you're begging to see the games, you better put your money where your mouth is and buy them. Oh, they need a direct. They need a direct. They need a direct. You buying into the games for the direct? No. Well, then why did you want a direct so bad? You better buy the games that they showed off. Just saying. I don't know the number, by the way, of how many directs there were. Or how many games there were. There was a few dozen, though. The cringe prophet, Luigi Green. You didn't hit him. No, I didn't, Pokemon fan. I have a feeling that part 3 of the DLC will be in February of 2027. Gotcha pools time. Elijah Drago. Laughing. Order of the Sinking Star release date announcement tomorrow, possibly. Let's see. I'll be very busy in the next few months with Xenoblade, LOL, and Star Fox and Ocarina of Time when it comes out. I don't mind the name. They could use Xenosaga. Well, Xenosaga and Xeno Gears they've used in the past. Xenoblade, though, they dropped Chronicles, by the way. So maybe Xenoblade Genesis, and maybe they'll just continue with, that kind of naming convention. Xenoblade next. Whatever the next one would be. So many good games. Chillin' Heart says, yup. Xenosaga Chronicles would have been better. Also really excited about Super Ukulele Kart. I wonder if they've fixed the Lies of P translation. I watched a friend stream it in English and it was pure nonsense. Interesting. I was happy to see all the Xeno love. I knew you and others would be happy. Yeah. Paul, they didn't have a release date for Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake for Switch 2 yet. No, that's true. Ocarina of Time remake looks perfect so far. Great style. True RM306. It looks like it's going to be ambitious. Elijah, we did not get to see the new Super Mario game or Kirby. True, no Kirby. We got a little Mario and Luigi costume accessory kind of stuff in Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is cool, but yeah, no new Mario. This might be the longest into a generation that we have not seen a 3D Mario. 64 was at launch. I was there for Sunshine's reveal. Space World eventually coming out. Galaxy, not too long in. 3D World, not too long in. Odyssey within 7 months. Yeah, you're looking at a year plus without seeing 3D Mario. Yes, AJ, I was so happy. If there are no games, why don't I have more monies? That's true. What's going on here? What's going on here? I'm happy for the Kingdom Hearts games to be free from the cloud, but the storage use for the games is insane. Total is 542 gigabytes. You gotta be kidding me. No. AJ Rex, are you confirming that? Is it 542 gigabytes? For all of the Kingdom Hearts? Nope. I'm guessing maybe 3D Mario will be in the next Direct. It's been a long time. I was kind of expecting a teaser in this Direct. Yeah? I think... Okay. So like I said earlier, I would have restructured things a little bit to make the flow feel a little bit better, a little bit more impactful in the Direct. That being said, I still thought it was great. However, to make it perfect or the best, not only would I have restructured a little bit, but I would have thrown in 3D Mario. I mean, if you put in 3D Mario on top of everything else, I think you could have had yourself maybe the best direct ever. Because Zelda Ocarina of Time alone is very powerful for me. But does that make it the best direct ever? I don't think so necessarily. But it makes it an instant win. You know, that's for sure. Mako, I hope they make a model with 3 SD card slots or something. Yeah, jeez. AJ Rex, look at the Nintendo shop. Oh, what should we look at? Oh, for the gigabyte size. Oh, jeez, the gigabyte sizes. Jeez. Oh boy, I got Star Fox right here. Should I play Star Fox? See, I don't have my capture card yet, but I will soon. It is being sent out this Friday. So, could it possibly arrive Saturday? Nah, not if it's being shipped Friday. But by Monday, I think. So then we'll finally be able to like have some kind of play sessions together. Dude, look at this stuff. Look at these Xenoblade Chronicles games. Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Kingdom Hearts collections 1 through 3. 131 gigabytes. Okay, not as bad as 542. But 131. That's still beefy. But check it out. $80. Oh no, sorry, not $80. $75. $75. You get Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3. So that gives you the Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind DLC, 131 gigs. Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. Orbitals! So, I did not play Orbitals at Summer Game Fest, but I heard that Orbitals was so much fun at Summer Game Fest, and that it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, by the way. It's going to surprise a lot of people. Oh, look at this. Look at this beauty right here. Look at this. Look at this one. Tomb Raider is so good. Man. Such a good trilogy. $27 if you buy it right now. Way cool. Way cool. 18.4 gigs. The time to play everything. How much is Orbitals? 40. I think it's going to be worth it. Onimusha, man. I'm so happy this one's coming to Nintendo Switch 2. The Duskbloods. Weird not to see more. But these are some new screenshots. Trailer is the old one. But some of these screenshots look new. I want to play Star Fox right now. Should I do it? Should I play Star Fox now? Let's see. Hopefully they make a 2 terabyte SD express card. I looked at Metaphor and it's 64 gigabytes. It doesn't look amazing. Not sure why they needed it to be 64. Big game, a lot of voice acting, a lot of music. Memory is killing the Switch 2's vibe. The world must come together and solve the crisis before it's too late. Or people gotta get used to the uncomfortable thing of playing refrigerator. You know, you got 20 games, but you don't constantly need access to playing all 20 of your games. So, yeah, just have loaded on your SD card or on your system the few that you run through. And when you're done with this single player game that you're not going to pick up for another 10 months, delete it. Keep the save file, but delete the game. And if itching to play it again, go re-download it. Yeah. You don't need your whole library accessible at all times. It's nice, though. It sure is nice, but you really don't need it. The Spanglish Gamer, do a barrel roll! Will Onimusha be 60 frames per second? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. 30 frames per second, solid, no drops. I'm okay. I've always been okay with a smooth 30. Nintendo needs to allow external hard drives. It's the only way. Yeah, my wife says the same thing. Allow for an external hard drive to be hooked up to the back of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. And yeah, it would be understood. Hey, when you take it portably, whatever's on the hard drive, you're not going to be able to take with you. But at least you would have it quickly accessible for dock play, TV play. It's okay if you don't want to give it out, I understand. Yeah, they need to allow external hard drives, yeah. You know what? Our stream will probably end soonish, but I don't want to end it just yet. Let me take a little bit of time to see if there are any requests that you would like to have pushed played on for any of the videos from today. Any questions? We got AJ Rax's pool jump request in here. Let's see. I could read off some X responses. Oh yeah, I read this morning. Velon Studios. They're the developers of Star Fox. They worked with Nintendo, collaborated with them. They said it was an honor. Dude, they're doing a beautiful job. I'm still thinking about getting this game, not because it's a remake or the game's gameplay. It's the new online battle mode. I'm still not fond with the realistic designs for the main characters. I don't want to think about Crystal if they do something like this again. Still no 60 frames per second for the Japanese Nintendo Direct. I remember this happened with the Mario Kart World 2. Took a week to be fixed. Paul, I'm always jumping from game to game. There's no way I'm deleting a 90 gigabyte file like RE Requiem to play a few matches on something like Apex at 90 gigabytes, then delete and re-download RE. They're doing a really good job on Star Fox, yeah. What's everyone currently playing? I'm playing Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Awesome. Yeah, just another Star Fox remake. To delete, play, re-download is an annoying thing. But if you have a 1 terabyte micro SD express card, there are probably some games like, okay, Split Fiction, for instance. I love Split Fiction. I think it's still being occupied on my either system or micro SD express card. And we played the heck out of it at launch. I had a file with my wife as my player 2. My son had a file which I was mostly his player 2. My daughter had a file in which her brother, my son, was mostly her player 2. I was her player 2 a little bit, so was my wife, her mom. My son's player 2 sometimes was his sister, my daughter, or my wife, his mom. But we played the heck out of that. It's like 59 gigs. That one, we played a year ago into summer, so maybe it's been like 9 months since we last played it. It could be deleted. Like, that's the kind of game I'm talking about. Street Fighter 6, you won't see me delete because I pick it up and play a couple times a month anyways, and even if it goes like several weeks without playing it, I'm not going to delete it because there's going to be a new character to download, or there's going to be some kind of free little gift to collect or something, you know? RE Requiem, I beat it. I might have deleted it, or maybe not, but maybe I should delete it. But I know I will eventually re-download it if I didn't already delete it. I don't know. Because it is going to get DLC, you know? We'll have some more story content. So I guess it's just a case-by-case scenario sometimes. Let's see. Any more questions to answer? Hyped. Absolutely. I am shocked we got Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 from 3 off cloud, but not RE 2 and 3. You know, AJ Rax, I could see... I definitely think we're going to get Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remake. After all, 2 and 3 already exist on Nintendo Switch in cloud versions. So we just need 4. So I think Capcom will do 2, 3, and 4 pure digital / game key card versions. Maybe, if we're lucky, a physical cartridge. But I think we'll get them. Just must not be the right time to do it. But I don't see why they wouldn't, you know. I thought they would show Code Veronica. I mean, maybe since they just showed it with the Nintendo Switch 2 logo at the end, that's why they didn't. I imagine if it didn't have the NS2 logo at Summer Game Fest, it would have been here today. But since it was there, didn't need to be here. Maybe, you know. Michael says, hey, Paul, what did you think about the Metro 2039? That game looks sick, in my opinion. I gotta look at it again. I can't picture it at the top of my head. Requiem Amiibo out next month. Metro 2039 one. Why can't I picture that? Oh yeah. That looked pretty hard. That looked cool. I think the Pragmata Diana Amiibo is getting restocked on Thursday in Europe. Just 3 months till the next Direct. Yeah. Maybe. Can't wait. But I was underwhelmed at the choices of not showing anything. Duskbloods also. I'm sure they will get their own show, but felt like this Direct needed some oomph. Also, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the new Fire Emblem? I think it looks great. However, I don't think they put the trailer piece together the best to make it feel like grand with hard-hitting music, cool cuts from this gameplay slash to that, to somebody yelling, to a quick overview of boom, a boom, a boom. Like, it looks great, though. I think it's going to be a very big game. I think there's going to be plenty of things that you could do, obviously walking around, navigating different gameplay elements. But the trailer wasn't like a bam, powerful trailer that, yeah, would have been a little bit better if it was presented differently. But I think it looks good. I think I responded to all of them. Oh, no, maybe not. I never played a Fire Emblem game, so I'm going to try it for sure. Nice. If you are curious, Three Houses is magnificent. I'd recommend that. Are you going to get Virtua Fighter? Probably. The new one that was shown off at Summer Game Fest looked cool. I'll probably get it. Definitely needed to see more Dustbloods, or need to see more. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Bandai Namco and FromSoft pulling Nintendo shenanigans. Also Bandai. Where the heck is Tekken 8? Tekken 8, true. What happened to Elden Ring? We know it's coming out, though. It got dated, just wasn't shown there. They have the release date now for that, though. Tarnished Edition pre-orders open tomorrow in Japan, at least. Mm-hmm. Does Three Houses work on Switch 2? Yes, it does. You could buy Nintendo Switch versions of most games and have them play just fine, if not a little bit better, on Nintendo Switch 2. So, yeah, Three Houses is really cool. You could have 3 different paths, and not to be a spoiler or anything, but one of the paths has a split path within it, so it's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay. We won't. I mean, I think we'll probably go ahead and use up one of our save files, but I won't hit the button just yet because we are 17 away. It might happen. It might not. But before we go, regardless, let's do some shorts. Check out some shorts today. Today in gaming history, June 9th, 2013, Animal Crossing New Leaf launched for the Nintendo 3DS in North America. It's kind of funny. Hey, we can't stop yet, because just another Star Fox remake is keeping the stream alive with a big 5. Thank you so much, bringing us up to 42. That's 22 away from another expansion pack, I should say, streak being unlocked, and I gotta get your name on the board. Big generous thank you to just another Star Fox remake for the super cool Very generous. $5. Holla. Stream coming to an end. Probably the cringe profit. Maybe not, but looks like it's going that way. Let's see. We had this one yesterday. Oh, I didn't show this one to you yet. Today, at least.
Today, you got an enemy.
Always with the shenanigans here. Try to put shorts on the desktop.
Today in gaming history, June 8th, 1999, Conker's Pocket Tales launched for the Game Boy Color in North America.
Most people know about Conker's Bad Fur Day, but that game, Pocket Tales, actually came out first.
Today in gaming history, June 7th, 2004, The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures launched for the Nintendo GameCube in North America.
Great game. Could you imagine it coming back nowadays on Nintendo Switch 2? Game Share, Nintendo Switch. That's how you do it. 4 Swords Adventures. That's how you bring it back. We do have a couple of Star Fox countdown videos we could do.
All aircraft report because it's June 8th, 17 days until the release of Star Fox.
So many classic lines. All aircraft report.
Aircraft report.
Wait, that's the one I just did. I don't want to do that one again. I want to do the other one.
You got an enemy on your tail. Use the brakes because it's June 9th, 16 days until the release of Star Fox. You...
Peppy. Conker Bad Fur Day was a very fun game. Haha, true, Michael. Just as a Star Fox remake. I remember Pocket Tales. Good old innocent Conker. Yeah, a little bit different of a guy than he was in Bad Fur Day. Yeah, I like 4 Swords. Heck yeah. We have a couple of Arashi Gaiden ones.
June 7th. June 7th. 4 days until the release of Arashi Gaiden.
And we got one more here.
June 8th. 3 days until the release of Arashi Gaiden.
I can't stop it. Bill Ballmer, 6003. I want the Direct as physical cart options. You mean like have Nintendo Directs that you could put into your Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 and watch them like that? If that's what you mean, I thought it was so cool back in the day on Game Boy Advance where they had full-on Pokemon anime episodes that you could buy on Game Boy Advance cartridges. That was so cool. Really neat. Yeah, I'd buy movies on Nintendo Switch 2. Shoot, the Super Mario Galaxy movie? If I had an option of buying a Nintendo Switch 2 cartridge of the movie that would only work in my Nintendo Switch 2, I would buy that version. Probably over a 4K Blu-ray. Oh, that would be cool! Dang, Nintendo, why don't you do that? Do that and make the menu a little bit 3D interacting. Like a little interactive 3D menu with Mario that you could run around and jump up and down and hit interviews. Bloom, and then hit this and hit that. It classifies as a game. Give us a little mini game to play as Mario in. And then you get that cartridge. It counts as a movie sale. It counts as a game sale. Dude, Nintendo, release the Super Mario Galaxy movie on Nintendo Switch cartridge. Yeah. Bill Ballmer, you're at work right now. I hope your work shift is going well. Okay. We'll do a little Star Fox. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's crank up the volume. Oh my gosh. Oh. Look at the intro. Nintendo presents Star Fox. The Lilat System, Planet Corneria. This is cool.
Come in, Star Fox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McLeod here, General. Star Fox is on approach to Venice. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
General Pepper, do you read me? Something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andross.
It's been years since Andross was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andross made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
Where'd they come from?
Defensive formation.
The HD Rumble is sick.
Where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What can I say? My new boss pays better. Corneria must suffer. Death, all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andross?
Don't let him escape!
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch! Ah.
Brutal.
Giants!
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the General.
Not without you, James.
That's an order.
Dang.
Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
5 years later. Huh.
Fox.
This is new.
Fox, come in. Are you synced to the training module?
Coming online. I read you loud and clear, Peppy.
Wow.
Good. I realize you're no stranger to the R-Wing, but it's important for team cohesion that we all run this exercise together. You know, when your dad was in charge, he would...
Ancient history, Peppy. This is my Star Fox.
Wow, dude.
Doing
This
things
is...
my way.
Fudge, this is cool. Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
Welcome to the R-Wing's introductory training module. Here, you'll learn to maneuver your
This is awesome.
and operate its primary feature. Try maneuvering now.
This is sick. Okay, this is freaking nuts, dude. This feels good. Oh. This is dope. Oh my gosh. It looks unbelievable. Woo! Oh. I can't wait to play it on the big screen. Just so the Star Fox remix says movie carts. That'd be neat, but I don't think they'd be cheap. If they could get them on 16 gigabyte cartridges, or if they could use Nintendo Switch cartridges, and then, yeah, you could watch them on your Nintendo Switch, but you could watch them / play them on your Nintendo Switch 2 with a higher fidelity, right? Maybe. Did you finish Metro Prime Beyond, Paul? Yes, I did, Michael. Fantastic game. One of the best from last year. Loved it. Beautiful ending. Beautiful overall game. Awesome. Would a potential Ocarina of Time console be a Japanese language only in Japan? That's a little annoying. I don't know. Not necessarily. I think the Splatoon Raiders one is Japanese language only for the platform. Steak 1024 is here. What's up, Steak? Gotta go. We'll check back again. See you soon, Bill Ballmer. Gundam RX. It is insanely snappy and fluid. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, I will have the capture card soon. It's not here yet. But when it is, we'll be able to do certain things better.
The R-Wing is equipped with customizable flight controls.
Do you want to invert? No.
Nicely done, Fox.
Feels good. It's responsive. Oh.
Tilting is a particularly useful technique. To move left or right more quickly, you can tilt into turns.
Do a barrel roll.
Try tilting to fly through the obstacles.
You're a natural.
Thanks.
Your craft is equipped with a state-of-the-art G-diffuser system. The G-diffuser builds a charge over time. With a full charge, you'll be able to perform a variety of special maneuvers.
Love this, dude.
Try boosting or braking now.
Oh, that's satisfying. Woo.
The longer your boost or brake action will last. Your G-diffuser will need to build up a full charge before you can use it again.
Oh, man. Dude, this is fun. It's legit. Oh.
Time your boosts and brakes carefully to navigate the obstacles. A somersault is one of the special maneuvers available to you. Go ahead and perform a somersault now.
Man, look at this.
Wow. This flies just like the real thing.
Oh, Slippy. I saw this before. Oh, Slip.
Oh, for pity's sake, Slippy. My fault. That one's on me.
Wing damage detected. When you lose a wing, your R-Wing's handling will be affected. Collecting a wing repair item will restore your wings.
Super satisfying. Let me get back to chat. Holy cow, dude. I love it. Do a barrel roll. Have you reached out to Nintendo to ask why they, pardon my French, blueballed us with having 2026 only at the end of the Ocarina of Time reveal? LOL. I think we'll get an Ocarina of Time remake dedicated direct in a couple of months. Gundam RX, the cutscenes are so to the point, but add so much. It's awesome. So, it's take 1024. I did not ask Nintendo, but I'll tell you why. To build up an insane amount of hype and want. They could have had themselves a 20 million plus viewed Zelda trailer today. Make it epic, grand, you name it. They could have had it. But instead, they'll have a several million viewed one. And it'll just build up the fervor of I need to see more. And when the next one hits, it'll almost be like showing it off for the first time twice. You know? They've got their reveal, and then they've got... like, the grand gameplay reveal. Yeah, I too was a little bit surprised, though. No month or date at the end. Ooh, and like, that's it. Just him laying there. Regardless, still pretty awesome. But yeah, I left me wanting more. And I'm going to come back for more. They thought you couldn't handle much more from the reveal. Just watch your reveal reaction. Yeah, they're like, maybe people can't handle it. Maybe it'll overload their sensors. That is how they beat GTA come November in sales. Oh. Even though Ocarina of Time is going to be my joy this presumably November timeframe, right? Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to release on actually not even too many platforms. On platforms that, you know, add up to like 130 million units of out there-ness, right? Not including PC. I think it's just coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series. I think between PS5 and Xbox Series there's like 130 million owners. So, you know, 10% off the bat is an easy 13 million. I'd probably say, you know, a quarter of that 130 million are going to buy it within the first opening time frame. That's how big I think it's going to be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, you're looking at, you know, 30 million sales inside of a couple of months. It's going to be insane. Now, if it was also coming to PC at launch, I don't think it is. It's not, is it? No. PC and Steam. It'd be even bigger. Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, if that's a surprise, you've got Nintendo Switch 2, it'll have like 32 million by then or something like that, or 30 million. That'd be a big hit. I watched the New York watch party. People were about to pass out when they saw the remake. That's fun, dude. That's cool. That's fun. I'm do a little more of this.
The R-Wing comes combat ready with a dynamic weapons array. Fire your laser now. It's your primary weapon.
I'm very curious to also play this with my N64 controller. Can you all see that, kind of? Barely. Yeah.
You can charge your laser before firing to produce a more powerful shot. You won't be able to fire another charged shot while your first shot is airborne. You can lock on to some enemies when your laser is fully charged. Use use a charged shot to destroy a group of enemies. Performing a barrel roll generates a shield that will repel enemy fire.
I like the sound.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, you do, Slippy. I mean, Peppy.
You can collect and store up to 9 bombs. Launch a bomb, then detonate it by pressing the same input again.
Oh, satisfying.
Launch a bomb when locked onto an enemy.
That's good. That's good. Woo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Mouse targeting. Would you like to try it? You all won't be able to see it, but I'll let you know what I think. Dude, this is freaking cool, man. This is dope. This is so much fun. Ah. The stream was going to end. Just another Star Fox remake helped the stream continue, and this demo is also helping the stream continue. I mean, the way they've been teasing Zelda games the past decade, this is dead on the money to keep us going. I hope they plan to bring Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 Remake to Switch 2. I think so. Still waiting on the dock? Yeah, Tabby. This Friday it's going to be sent. This Friday it's going to be sent. So I thought it was going to be sent before. Some stuff happened. That's okay. But this Friday it'll be shipped out, and then Monday I should get it, I think. You live life, Paul. Do you know, or do you think they have an orchestra in-house? Didn't notice it the first time, but watching reactions today, it sounds like an orchestra like they have for Star Fox. I think so. All right, let's try.
Tilting to fly through the obstacles.
Interesting. So the mouse mode's very different.
To navigate the obstacles.
Makes sense though. Just got to get used to it a little bit. Up on the analog stick is to accelerate. Back on the analog stick is to brake. You could disable the first-person camera. Alright, cool. It's interesting, in this mode, ZR and R, either one are lasers, and then any of the 4 face buttons, A, B, X, Y, are your bombs. Also, when you do the barrel roll,
Fire your laser now. It's your primary weapon.
your cockpit rotates fully, but the screen shows straight forward. Okay, that's a little bit different. This is a different way how to play Star Fox, that's for sure.
Use a charged shot to destroy a group of enemies.
Pretty satisfying, though.
Launch a bomb, then detonate it by pressing the same input again.
The game looks good and sounds good. Mouse target and deactivation. You can exit mouse. Okay. We'll go back to here, and then I'll also read. Telling you, I need to see Ocarina before I pass judgment. This game can go either way for me. I don't want a Star Fox treatment when it comes to in-game. I want more. Man, I wish I had 12 more bucks to get us to 64. It's actually 22, Tabby. It's a little bit farther away than just 12, but it's okay. If we use a save file today, we use a save file today. It's nice having them in the tank, but that's what they're there for in the first place, is to protect the streak. We've never gotten to 0, but it might happen. Well, to be fair, when we first started this journey, we got to an expansion pack of 2, and then it went to 0. The streak ended after 2. But then now, the streak's at 35, which is pretty awesome. Like, you know, what a leap. Maybe it'll continue, maybe not. But today's not the end. You know what I mean? There still is another chance. But thank you for even wanting and caring. I appreciate that, Tabby. Paul, your outward hype for the Direct was how my insides were going. Of course. That could also be anticipation for tonight's RE stream. That's true. Tabby, I've got a question. Did you crank up the brightness on the Nintendo Switch 2 Resident Evil? Because when I was watching the stream, I was like, I thought that area was a little bit darker. It's scarier darker, by the way, but it does make it a little bit easier to see things in the brightness. So you might miss less things if you do have the brightness up, possibly. But if you want it to be a little bit scarier, I think put the brightness down a little bit. However you play, it's good as long as you're enjoying the game. But it is a scary game. It is pretty good. It's got some awesome jumps and stuff like that. Well, I hope you continue having fun with it. It's excellent game. It's my game of the year so far. You know. By the way, geez, we just hit 60 likes, I think. No math today. That's okay. Yeah, 23 watching, 60 likes. Okay. I'm going to continue this.
Let's put what you've learned to the test. Commencing live fire exercise. Skilled pilots always on the lookout for useful items.
Ooh, Falco!
Too slow, Fox.
I knew it.
Maybe next time.
That was reckless, Falco.
Might have looked that way to you, but I know what I'm doing, old-timer. Your R-Wing can utilize laser energy items to implement powerful upgrades.
So satisfying.
First upgrade will activate twin lasers.
Oh, hyper, dude. Oh!
A second upgrade will
I love the hyper laser, dude.
But be warned, taking wing damage will cause you to lose any active laser upgrade.
Boo.
It's critical you keep an eye on your shield gauge.
So cool. Thank you, Pokemon Fan 34, for wanting to. We are 22 away. It might not happen, but the fact that you would even want to does mean a lot. I'm grateful for it.
Collecting 3 gold rings will increase your maximum shield gauge.
Boy, that's satisfying.
Will persist until the R-wing is downed in combat.
I'm glad they put an easy mode in and an expert mode. That's good.
You can fly in any direction with all
It's gonna help folks out.
engaged.
I did a U-turn before I was told about
Radar
it.
screen shows your position. Radar will also indicate the location of allies and enemies.
Hey. Hey, Peppy. Hey, Falco. Get this guy off me!
In all range mode, you can perform a
Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How swell.
U-turn now.
Your father helped me like that, too.
I've seen worse. Remember, U-turn only works in all range mode. Your Rob 64 unit can provide information and support via your comms array. Keep an eye out for incoming messages.
Funny how it's still Rob 64. That's one of the things that we were talking about.
There is an incoming hail from Corneria awaiting your response.
That might be important.
How about we make this a bit more fun?
Huh? Wait! We're not ready for that.
Warning, simulation safety protocols disengaged. Your warranty is now
Whoa! Falco cranked up the difficulty. That's cool, dude. That's fun, man. This is such a fun group of... Heck yeah, dude. I love this.
I'm gonna have to disconnect.
I love this crew.
This is excessive.
Heck yeah, dude. It feels so snappy. I love it. Oh, man. The music is so cool. And then this is so stellar. I freaking love this. Ah!
Hey, who pulled the plug? Things were just getting good. Sure, you almost managed to keep up with me. Ha! Our self-proclaimed leader thinks he's real funny.
Guess we'll have to wait for the rematch. You're all missing the point of the exercise entirely.
It's fine, Peppy. You worry too much.
Somebody has to. Or didn't you hear the alert? Rob's got the commanding officer of the Corneria Defense Force on hold.
You don't say. Old General Pepper himself hailing our humble band of mercenaries? This ought to be good. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
And you get to play in a stage. Oh, do you hear that music? Oh, man. Oh, wow. I knew you got to play one stage. Medio, I heard about it. But just seeing it, dude, confirmed. Dude, the music is sublime. This is the game of the summer, man. For me. Hear that? You hear that? Do you hear how beautiful that is? It's so clear. There's so much going on. Gundam RX says Fox is even more arrogant than this. Somehow even more arrogant than this. I love it so much. Nice, yes. Dude. Well, I got to play it for the first time with you all on stream. That was cool. Woo, shoot. I think that's going to do it for our stream. Thank you to Having Hope 5, Richard Pauly, Joycey J, Tabby Cat Games, Chillin' Hard, Just Another Star Fox Remake, Roger Enyart, and Luis Ernesto for contributing to today's stream. 22 away from the streak continuing. We will use one save file. Oh. We'll have another stream tomorrow. I'll read out these last chats. The title theme was always a nice relaxing tune. Yeah. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thank you for being here, Carlton-san. Gundam. I love the orchestration so much. The spacey synth of 64 is awesome, but hearing the woodwinds play that melody, speechless. Yeah. Oh, you could tell the difference. They're building up to something epic. Star Fox is back. Star Fox is back. And we're going higher than ever before, dude. We are finishing this story and we're evolving. Does that mean that we're going to evolve into Star Fox Assault Remake? Or evolve into Star Fox Adventures Remake? I don't necessarily think so. But we'll see. But we're going places. Alright. Take care, everybody. See you next time. Tomorrow morning for more. It was a great stream. Bye. Thank you for liking the videos too. I know I put up a lot today, but I really appreciate the likes and the videos and the shorts and all of it. It means a lot. Take care. Happy Nintendo Direct Day.